My bad, guys. What is up? How are y'all doing today? Sorry, I was a little, I put that on loop on accident. But, anyways, how are y'all doing? We are a week away from Thanksgiving. So, we have this Thanksgiving, theme going on, which I thought would be really fun to do. So, I think that's cool. But, let's see how many of y'all are in here. 17 of y'all are in here. Awesome. Glad to see y'all in here. Make sure as you're coming in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button and subscribe to everybody in here. Their stuff is down in the description. We're just going to come and have some fun, of course. Also, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Try doing it with like your nose or your elbow, like I said last week, or try to hit that like button with your nose or elbow too. That kind of like actually probably like helped it out a little bit. I don't know, but anyways, let's actually get started. I gotta pull my camera over here a little bit so we can see who I gotta add in here. So let's see. I'm gonna add this dude right here first, Mr. Daniel. What is up?
What's up, man?
It's always like a who is it gonna be?
Welcome everyone to the Thanksgiving special for Copper Drop,
Yes,
man. Thank you
yes.
again for having me on. Thank you
Yeah.
everybody for watching. It's going to be an amazing show. We have a lot of cool things to talk about, man. I personally am very excited to talk about one of these topics tonight because for months, man, I've been asking for this, and finally two companies have answered, and I am very, very excited. So thank you once again for having me on, Joey.
Of course,
And
of course.
once again, bro, congratulations on 4K subscribers, man. Let's
Thank you.
go.
It's 5K. 5K.
Hey, 5K now?
Yeah,
5K.
5K.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
5K.
No, you're good. Yeah, no. Oh man, that came by fast. Like it was like really fast. I didn't think it would be like that.
I was about to say, I just said 4K, and that was like a month ago, dude.
I
Now
know.
5K, and it's going to be 6K. Dude, I'm expecting you to reach at least 10K before mid 2024. It's
No,
going to
there's no
happen, bro.
way.
It's
There's
going to
no way.
happen, dude.
There's no
Look
way.
how fast you've been growing in the last few months,
I
bro.
don't-
There's no way in hell. And that mod you did with Spider-Man, bro? Come on now. Come on.
Hey,
yeah.
we'll talk a little bit about that later. But I got the next guy in here. I got the next guy right here. Caught him off guard. What is up? What is up, Gio?
Reading the chat over here. I'm reading the chat. What's
Oh,
up,
nice.
everybody?
I think we
Yeah,
got a lot
reading-
of chats to get to. I
Yeah,
see that.
no, it's a lot. Yeah, So, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm excited for tonight. We got some good things to talk about. And then
Yeah.
again, congratulations, Joey.
Thank
5K.
you.
I strongly believe that you deserve it, man. You grind,
Thank
and
you.
you're such a great person, both on stream and off stream.
Thank you.
So, big round of applause down in the
Yes,
chat,
sir. Let's
Joey.
go, guys.
5K,
Let's go.
baby. Let's get it. But yeah, man. So let's get this show on the road.
Thank you. Yeah, no, round of applause for y'all. Y'all help me out. Every week is just, it's really, really helpful for me. It gets everything flowing good. So y'all are, just to appreciate as much as, me putting out like reviews and stuff. So I really do appreciate y'all. And everybody, even everybody in the chat too, y'all showing up too. I see there's 24 people in here already. Thank y'all so
Damn.
much. I know. Thank you.
Coming through.
Let's see. And then the next guy we have is right here, Mr. Austin.
Whoa,
What is
hello,
up?
everybody.
What is up?
Joey, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
5K on YouTube. As a friend and a fan,
Thank you.
congrats.
Thank you.
I'm
so
also
much.
rocking the Collector Joey t-shirt.
I see that. There's gonna be a surprise on Nick's channel too. That might have that in there. We don't know.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we don't
True.
know. But
Stay
thank you,
tuned.
Austin, thank you, Austin, for being here. I really do appreciate it. Every week you come through, and it means a lot. It really does.
Of course, this is my bro chat. This is my time with my friends.
Yeah.
An unfiltered 2 hours or such. Even though we talk all through the week,
Yeah, I know.
it's not a straight 2 hours
Yeah,
like this. So this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't miss it.
So the next guy we have on here is a very special guest, guys. Love his content so much, especially he's everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So I do have his YouTube linked as well. But we have Mr. Chris from Collecting Madness. What is up? The
Yo.
UPS man.
But the UPS
Hello,
truck,
I
man.
know.
Hell yeah.
I love those bits you do on
The chat was
yeah.
like, wait, we already pulled Austin in.
For real? I haven't checked it yet. I'll get to it here in a second.
This is the second camera. This is
First
Talk of the
time
clones, man.
camera.
Hey, I mean, now that y'all are both in here, I can kind of do
That
this.
man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
Did you and Joey? Did you intentionally put them right next to each other?
No, that's just how it came out.
The way that thing- no.
Hey,
man.
we'll clip it later. That's funny.
Good to be here. Congrats
yeah.
on the 5K, man.
Thank
Love
you,
your
thank
stuff
you.
as well.
Mm,
First time being here. I'm excited for what's in store. So
yeah.
let's
Thank
go.
you for, and I know you just hit 1K too, didn't you? Not too long ago.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So
Yep.
check
It's
it
the
out,
grind
man.
for sure. But
Yeah, love it. And love that all the wrestling stuff you do is hilarious. The stuff you do on Hot Toys Hotline is freaking hilarious. I love every time someone does a super chat. I'm like, please play that. Please
The
play
bits
that.
are the best.
Yeah. It's freaking
I got to do
hilarious.
more. I've been waiting for like peak season's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So as soon as some snow comes, man,
Oh,
I've got
man.
some ideas. I told Connor.
Wait, Chris, it's also funny that you refer to it as peak season, because yeah, that's all about my world. I get that.
So we'll just say what's up to the chat, and I gotta say a special thank you to somebody that actually sent this at 10:38 a.m. Not even when the lights are shining on him, he's sending this, and I love that so much. The movie canon, thank you so much for the $9.99, saying congrats on 5K sub. You guys are an inspiration. I'll be watching Thanksgiving while you guys are doing the live. I'll watch the replay. Special hello to Austin, Good Old Spotchka, and Reversio. So awesome.
Thank you so much, brother.
That is
So
amazing.
nice of you, bro.
And movie canon, we're gonna have you on here one day. We really are. I said that last week, and one day, and the Thanksgiving. I don't think I can do Thanksgiving this time, but this is kind of like the Thanksgiving special. So so we're just having a good time today. But really appreciate it. Love that. Some guy also saying hello. He said, "Let's go, baby collector Joey 5K." What a great accomplishment! Thank you so much, Collecting Madness over here saying hello to everybody. What is up? Let's see. Miami's Nemesis is in here as well, as always. Juan is here too. Let's see. Yomo always doing the copper drop emblems as well. I need to put on some music, guys. I know it probably sounds boring. Hold on, let me put on some music real quick. There we go. Let me turn it up a little bit. You can barely hear it. Okay. There we go. All right, back to the comments. Lost it. Okay, here we go. So we got good old Spotchka always in there saying what's up to everybody too. Daniel Brancato is in here, always in here. Love seeing him in the chats as well. My beautiful girlfriend Myra is in here as always saying good evening everyone. Good to be back watching the live. I know we've been missing you. I noticed that we haven't seen you in the chats. We need to see you more in here. So we want to see you some more. I don't know why I haven't said anything. I need to start saying that. Chris is in here. What is up, Miami? Another guy we got to get in here. Also, Dan, the investor, always here. Been waiting all day for episode 24 while quarantine. Good evening, everyone. This is a good friend of mine, lifelong friend. He actually did send me him with his collector Joey shirt on, saying he's waiting for episode 24. He's not even a collector, guys. Like he just likes probably watching, kind of like a podcast. Yeah, that's support. I love it,
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Dan.
We got Christian Cooper in here as well. Hello, man.
Boy.
I know. Oh, man. Glad to see everybody showing up every week. It's so cool to see that. Jazzy's in here too. Been talking to Jazzy a little bit. Awesome guy.
Good.
Yeah, he is. Brick is in here. What is up, guys? Brick does have a giveaway going on his channel too. So if you guys want to check that out, it's for a Maju Case DF 120. So make sure y'all check that out on his channel. Let's see, who else? MB Dyson is here. Hello, MB Dyson. What's up? Happy 5K, Joe. Thank you. I'm used to saying Peyton for some reason. Y'all's profile picture looked the same for a second. Danny Killinger? Danny, another Danny?
That's one of my buddies.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
he has a pretty awesome collection.
He does?
A lot on TikTok, YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got one hell of a name too.
I know. I think I follow him though. I'll have to check. I do. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I know. I follow everybody. Let's see. Glad to see you in here. Anyone see J&D 1/6 announcement? I was going to talk about that today, but we kind of didn't. We don't have anything about it really. Just that they are coming out with it soon, right? Like,
Yeah, they pretty much tease that they're gonna get in the 1/6 scale space.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it should be soon though. I heard on I think Big Bretta's stream that it will be soon that they announce which one it is, and they'll be live streaming it. So
That's the big question.
yeah, and I hope it's not Joker. So.
Could you imagine?
Bro, I mean, if it's a nurse Joker, I probably would be okay with it. But
well, that's different.
I don't think it'll be.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be a nurse Joker. It'll be a regular Joker.
Can you imagine like a younger Harrison Ford or a younger Indiana Jones?
Because they got a few.
Because you could repurpose that shit, man. Because so many people want the Harrison Ford young look for Han Solo.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Nick is in here saying, "Let's go." Yes, glad to see you in here, Nick, as well. Jazzy saying, "Congrats on 5K." Thank you so much, Jazzy. 16 Fix is in here. Marco, hello. Glad to see you here. We got to meet Marco a few months ago. Awesome
guy.
Guys. Yeah. Let's see. Electric Collector in here as well. Glad to see you. Did I say it right? Electric? Yes. Okay, I said it right. I always get scared I say it wrong. Yomo. Thank you so much, Yomo. Congratulations on the deserved 5K to Joey and the rest of you guys on Copper Drop. Thanks for all the great content. Thank you, Yomo. Yomo is one of the best people in this whole freaking community that doesn't get on lives that much, like on screen. But he's actually in the chat, like every time I'm in all the streaming. I'm in everybody, you know, and it's just crazy that he's there all the time. So,
him and some guy are like the Watcher, man. They're always there.
Yeah, they're always there. And Boba too. Here's Boba right here. Yeah,
oh, man.
there he is.
Our man.
Yeah, what's up, Rockstar panel? Congrats. Congrats 5K. I know every time that does that guy on Instagram or TikTok, that one Italian guy reminds me of that guy a lot. Let's see. Oh, Myro dropping the freaking $10 super sticker. I can't see the super sticker though. I have to look at the replay for it. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. EC's is in here as well. She's saying hello. Thank you. Let's see. If I miss anybody, I am so sorry. There's like so many comments coming through, but I think
what a great way to start the night.
I know. Jeez, y'all are so awesome. I really appreciate it, honestly. I think Juan sent a super sticker.
Yeah.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you so much, man. Y'all are freaking showing the love tonight. I really appreciate it, and I'm gonna keep grinding on this channel as long as I can, as long as I'm still sane, you know. So we're gonna keep doing that.
Retires tomorrow.
Hey, Barrow, you deserve it, man. It's been a hell of a journey.
He retires tomorrow.
Congratulations. Let's go.
Heck yeah, man.
But guys, we're gonna get this started with asking Mr. Collecting Madness a few questions, and I know that you were on Steve's channel answering a lot more questions in depth, but there's some people, there's some people that, you know, haven't on this channel that haven't heard from you, like haven't seen you or anything. So I would like some people to get to know you a little bit. You know, when they subscribe, they know what they're subscribing to. So when did you start collecting like 1/6 figures? I guess you could say. Like when was your first?
My first one, like 1/6 wise, probably I want to say 2020. I knew about them in 2005. I had a Sideshow Anakin given to me that I found online.
Okay.
And then my brother in 2018 or 2017 started picking up like the ones that were coming out, like Anakin and Obi-Wan, when they really got deep in the Star Wars line. And I had always wanted a dark side Anakin. And this is my tragic story. He sends it to me. He's like, "Oh, you've always wanted the Sideshow one. This one's way better." And I'm like, "Yep, over 200 for a little action figure." I was like, "No way." So, yeah, I passed on dark side long ago, and now getting into the hobby, I'm like, I'm dumb. But
did you end up getting it though eventually, or you still haven't got it?
I don't. I just have light side.
Oh, wow.
I actually have the Karen Kin, whatever you want to call it, Anakin Karen.
Oh,
the
yeah,
alpha, the
yeah,
one
the
alpha,
alpha,
whatever
yeah.
it's called, the chosen.
The chosen one.
Have you tried to like mess with the hair a little bit?
No, I just
No.
stuck it in the hood, put the hood, and I haven't
Yeah.
looked back. I was gonna do all that. My cousin's a hairstylist, but
Oh,
I
really?
was like,
You know, I've seen a lot of people who fritz with it enough where it looks really good.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just hoping they just do a 2.0 with everything that's been happening lately. So we'll see.
Did your brother still stay in the hobby, or is he out of it already?
Oh, he's
So
Am I
he's basically like sold off 90% of his collection,
Oh, okay.
and he's only kept like the one-off stuff,
Mhm.
and he's more into one-to-one props.
Oh,
So like
okay.
all of his stuff is like bust or life-size
Mhm.
figures and stuff like that.
Is he on
So that's
YouTube
what he does now.
or is he in the?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
oh,
got-
he does. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just like not the most active person, but he does
Mhm.
post and he does do stuff.
Okay, I'm not.
'Cause he's
Probably,
usually working on something.
I probably have to ask you off the thing what it is so you can tell me. So I'll subscribe to him.
Sweet.
Let's see. Second question. How did you come up with your name? So collecting madness, like what does that mean? Basically.
Well, originally I was thinking collecting like frenzy, something frenzy, like I wanted like a crazy
Yeah.
kind of, I guess, idea.
Yeah.
And I just looked at my collection and I was like, what can describe it? And basically the only thing I could come up with was like frenzy, crazy, and then I feel like I asked my wife, I was like, which one sounds better? And I had like 3 of them. It was collecting something, collecting frenzy, and then madness. And she really liked madness, and I was like, all right, it kind of flows a little
Sounds
bit.
good,
I was like, I feel like people could call me that if I was on stream or something, or madness or CM or something like that. So it just stuck. I'm basically all over the place with collecting is what it really means. Because like I have
Were you
a
hoping
lot
that
of
someone
different
would call
IPs
you-
in this room, not just
Mhm.
6 scale, but yeah.
Were you hoping that someone would call you
WWE.
CM Punk or something?
I'll take it.
Hell yeah.
Cue my music.
Okay, I like it. We have a comic book shop. We actually, me, Austin and Daniel went to it. It's called the Madness Gaming. So it reminds me of your name a little bit. So that's
Okay.
So the last question I have for you is, how many 1/6 figures do you have, and what's the main IP you collect? I know you collect like a lot of IPs, but is there one that you like have the majority of?
The one that takes up the most is my
basically.
Star Wars collection. So it basically takes up like more than half of the detox.
Okay. Yeah. All right. How many figures do you think you have in total, though? Like, you don't have to be. You don't have to be
Like
specific.
65, I think was last. So
That's a good-
that doesn't include pre-orders. So
Yeah. We know that's a lot more. But okay.
nowadays.
That's a healthy number, though. I like that.
I mean, I had a lot more space coming in to this room with the detox. Now it's just starting to. It's not overwhelming yet, but I can see as things keep dropping and keep coming in, like it's gonna get to that point.
Yeah, because I'm at like 60 almost, and I only have 5, and I could see you have that
I have
many.
11.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
see kind of how you can space them out. So I mean, you'll have enough. You'll have enough time.
That's what I'm saying. I still have space to grow, so
Yeah.
it's gonna take a little bit, but yeah,
You got it.
I got them because of the clean look. But once it starts getting kind of crazy, I'll probably go mad and pull my hair out.
That'll fit though.
The
Collecting
name,
madness.
yeah,
I know.
that's when I really go mad.
All right, guys. So we're going to get started with this. We're going to talk a few things. So first off, I did want to start off by talking about this guy. He to me, I saw a few people unbox him. I saw MRC unbox him. It looked good. I saw a picture of it, and my first impressions was it didn't look good. But then when I saw like his full review, I thought it was okay. You know, it's not anything crazy though, but the likeness is on point, and the outfits looks pretty good as well. You got wires in the stuff down here, so that's good. But I just want to know, is anybody cop or drop? I'll go down the line. So we'll start off with you, Daniel. I don't know how many people are getting this one, but you never know. So while everybody's answering that, I'm gonna put in the comment section. We'll just see how many people are getting this one. Copper drop. So make sure y'all vote. Danny, is this a copper or drop for you?
Man, Eternals is one of those MCU movies that I feel like I have yet to rewatch, and it's such a shame because the costume design in this movie, in my opinion, is one of the best in the MCU, right? Like, the costume designer for Eternals popped the fuck off, bro. Like, the costume design in this is insane, and the actor himself, like, I liked him in Train to Busan and a few other movies I've seen him in, and it's a real shame that I didn't really have an attachment to this character. It's been about almost, a year and a half since I've seen this movie now, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, the only thing I remember about Gilgamesh is that he cooks, right? Like,
Yeah, he like
that's that's the only thing I remember. And then he got killed off too, right? So it's like, I don't know, man. It's weird to me when Hot Toys, like, I get it. The movie wasn't very successful, so they didn't want to make the entire team. But it's like, I'd rather have like an Icarus over Gilgamesh, right? I don't know, man.
Icarus was really cool.
Right, because we always like the Homelander, Superman type characters.
Yeah.
And with this, it's like, I don't even remember what his power was, right? Like, I just remember that he liked to cook. He was an Eternal. And it's just, the movie itself wasn't very memorable. So it's going to be a drop for me.
I think this was one of those movies that you go in with. So I went in with low expectations, and I didn't think it was as bad as everybody said it was. So I think I liked it a little bit more than I think a few people did, but yeah, it's like not end game worthy or anything like that. But it was okay. Yeah.
I mean, cinematography, like, it looked beautiful, but like the pacing and just like overall like chemistry between characters, like, if you look at Guardians of the Galaxy and you look at Eternals, right, the main difference there is James Gunn's flavor of character balance, right? In this movie, you don't really like relate to any character, right? Like, all the characters just seem very bland and very like tired of being these eternal gods that have been on Earth for so long, right? Which is very disappointing because it's like, for me, my favorite Marvel movies always have the ones with like team ups, right? Like Civil War, No Way Home, Infinity War, Endgame, right? It's always where they're all interacting with each other. And this one is just such a snooze, right? The only good scene I remember from this movie is where they're all sitting around after Gilgamesh cooked, right? And they're talking about how Icarus wants to be a part of the Avengers. That's the only scene I remember from this movie, and it speaks
you heard
volumes.
Avengers,
right? Because you heard the Avengers. So I don't know. Drop.
Okay, Zio, what do you think? Cop or drop?
Be a drop, man. Agree with a lot of points that Danny talked about. Also, like, I look back to, I think about now my collection and going forward. It's more about the iconic figures, like what's why I have that figure in the collection and what it brings to me. And I just can't think of anything iconic with this character at the moment, or the impact that he will have in the MCU. I don't know when I'm going to see this guy again, and that's also a key part to some of the figures that I do have. It's like, we saw them through multiple films. So you can kind of be like, oh, well, this is the evolution of this character. This is the character development of this guy. And, to say that this guy, well, I mean, obviously he's not going to come back, right? But so that's also like another thing. It's like, what can we build off from him to like be like, man, he was badass in this movie for that. And it does. There's no talking point for me to bring him to the collection and talk about a certain thing about him when I point to him in the collection. So it's gonna be a drop for me. I haven't seen the pictures. I know. I don't know where was it in the group chat where we were talking about like a certain angle that didn't look good. So I don't know what it actually looks like.
It looked decent in video. The picture was the picture was a little weird, but
it's bad.
And I'm sorry, I thought I had all the pictures on here, but I guess I can't scroll through them. I don't know why. We'll see if that keeps going on, and I'll try to fix it.
I think I would have been happier with some guy saying, I would think I would have preferred a Wong. Because I've seen Wong a lot more than I've seen.
I feel like a lot of people are getting this figure just for the head sculpt. It feels like, so they can remake the actor Kit Bassett, basically.
Yeah, I mean he's a pretty popular actor, so I'm sure some people are going to Kit Bash that. So I mean it's a good head sculpt for that price. I mean I don't know what the price is, but I know a lot of times you pay a lot of money for custom head sculpts, so you can do something with it. So happy for those people that are going to pick them up. But no, for me, it's going to be a drop.
Okay, all right. Austin, what are you thinking about this one?
Yeah, so I'll make it quick. This is a drop for me. The head sculpt I actually think is perfect.
Yeah.
from everything from pictures to videos I've seen, I think it is absolutely spot on to the point. I just don't see how they can improve it. Joey, honestly, for the Eternals, kind of like you, I watched it after hearing a lot of negativity about the movie and people saying it's the worst thing of all time. And when I watched it, it was like the same thing as Morbius. When I watched either of those, you know, both times I heard everybody say they were the worst movies of all time. I watched them, I was like, yeah, this is better than what I thought, or it met my expectations, which doesn't mean it's a great movie at all, right? But yeah, this is a drop. He just doesn't do enough for me. The movie itself didn't do enough for me. And at this point, even if he was heavily discounted, the real estate inside my room is worth quite a bit more than whatever discounted price I could get him for. So yeah, it's a no.
Okay. All right. Chris, what you thinking about this one? Is this a cop or a drop?
I'm thinking it's a drop.
A drop, yeah. I kind of felt like.
I mean, I'm one of the few people who actually enjoyed the movie. I didn't really see a problem with it. I thought, like, aesthetically it was pleasing to the eye and stuff like that. Story was all right. And like you guys kind of.
It's not that like silly Marvel, you know. It's actually pretty, you know, it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
And I do like the relationship that he had with what's her name, and how Thena, I think it was, and how protective he was. So I feel like they didn't really go deep enough with this line for somebody to like dive in, and you know that probably ties in with what Spotchka was saying with the whole it didn't do well in the movies. So yeah, but overall thoughts, I think the tailoring looks good. The paint apps are they always kind of kill it. I'm not sure, to me, for some reason, and I could be tripping, I don't really remember the prototype all that well, but I feel like I liked the prototype a little bit more than what I'm seeing here. But
the prototype seemed a little bit more shiny, like the armor looked more shiny to me. Whenever I saw that picture, this just looked like leather, or like just a very matte finish. I forgot what it was like too, but that's what I felt like it should have looked like, more of a shiny metal.
Let's not forget.
And I also, sorry to cut you off.
No, go on, Chris.
I was just my last thought was I don't see myself also the price point of this guy, and he barely comes with anything. I never really cared for that when he was announced.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Let's not forget they're probably not going to complete the team either. This is what, the second Eternal.
Yeah.
Getting this and Thena. We're probably not going to get the others.
I mean, besides Thena, who else would you pose this guy with, right? Like, this would look kind of awkward in a Marvel display, I feel like, no? Because
at least they made a pair, I guess.
Right. But like, besides Thena, like, there's nowhere for this guy to go in your Marvel display, right? Like, you can't put him next to Moon Knight. You can't put him next to Spider-Man. You can't put him next to the Avengers. It's just, it's such a weird release. Like, I know we're going to talk about the later releases later, but like, it's such a weird release from Hot Toys, right? Like I get it. It's around Thanksgiving. You want to release a guy who cooks. Get it? Funny, but I don't know, man. I want to know.
I feel like the movie was kind of a cliffhanger. Like there's not really anything after. Like I was kind of curious of how it was going, and then
dude, I'm right there with you, Madness. It's literally, it pisses me off the MCU has not referenced a giant celestial just hanging out of the earth yet. Like,
and that's such a cool factor, at least to me. Like, just imagining that's coming up out of the earth is insane.
And the fact that they haven't mentioned it is just like, huh? Like, what?
Let me actually, I don't know why I couldn't flip through the pictures, but let me end the poll real quick, guys. Let's see where we are at. So we are at Gilgamesh is a drop 85% and Cop is 15%. So that's with 20 votes. So that's a good sample size. Usually after 10 votes, it's an okay sample size. So thank you all for voting. Let's see what some people are saying in the chat. I missed a lot. 30 in the house, hit that like button. Thank you so much, Brick. We did get a super chat from Boba. Thank you so much, Boba. He said CJ6K. Thank you. I wish I could play some cool. Maybe I'll get Austin to do some UPS stuff so it looked like Chris's. Let's see. Dan, the investor, is in here giving me $4.99. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate it so much. And congrats on 5K. Keep going. Thank you. Danny saying, anyone else order Peaky Blinder Big Chief Fig from Master Replicas? Couldn't believe it, but got my tracking today.
Nice.
Anybody?
I didn't even know that existed.
No, it was like, I know that people were very were concerned because they had given like a huge discount. Selling Master Replicas was selling it, and a lot of people were concerned because they were delaying the release of it. There was no updates on it, and so the fact that he's getting his tracking today, it's a good sign for everybody that did.
Yeah, I've been curious about this because I've seen a lot of people post like the email communications with the company and whatnot. This sounds like I ordered 2 Interbay figures, and I forgot what the company was, but I ordered Shaq and I ordered LeBron because they were for $50. I think it was like
what
50 with free shipping, and I think it was like after taxes maybe like 55. It was a little below 60.
I would have bought that, and I don't even like LeBron.
So but I had so many people tell me. I think Jazzy bought them too, if he's still in the chat. But I kept having so many people tell me I'm being scammed and whatnot. I was like, look, worst case, I know how to go about this, even if they don't supply it. But it worked out, man. I got the figures; they're absolutely perfect. So
that's crazy.
Worked out.
All they asked was for his social security, so that's totally legit.
Yeah, they just been siphoning little bits of money out of my account the entire time. Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see. So I'm glad to hear that, Danny. Miami's Nemesis also given the 5. Thank you so much, Chris. We're gonna have to have Chris on here too, man.
Yes, dude. Chris is awesome.
Aaron Collects is in here as well. Thank you so much. He's saying yo. Let's see who else in here. Aaron also said, "What's up, my guys? Austin, Joey, Zio, Collecting Madness, Botchka. Congrats on 5K. Thank you. We got Classy Thomas in here. What is up, my guy? SpongeBob Squareballs. Glad to see you in here, Mr. Thomas.
I haven't seen that name in a minute.
Yeah, he's.
I'm used to active. Seeing it around DC or something.
Yeah, he's always in Lyell stuff too. Here's someone that we haven't seen in the freaking house recently. We got TK Magic Shop. I am so glad to see he would always be in here. But what happened, TK? Come on, we were asking about you the other day in one of the chats as well. We last week, I believe it was, when we had Action in the Box on here. We were asking for you, and we didn't know where you were. So I'm glad to see you're back. MB Dyson, I had him on order and canceled him. Just didn't excite me anymore. Yeah, I kind of feel that with that movie, MB Dyson. I say recall this figure. This is from Nick, of course. I say recall this figure and use that money instead to fix that black suit Toby. Of course you want that, Nick. But hey, I wouldn't be opposed to it though. Let's see. Illegal apparel. Wasn't this the AI bot last time?
So that's the person who donated.
Yeah.
Because I think he posted another message afterwards with a description as well.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, what the heck? Gilga Wong, that's what MB Dyson is saying. Justice for Wong. Yeah, I know a lot of people want that. Yeah. DeMarco, hello. Sending at work, wanted to pop in and say what's up. What is up, DeMarco? How are you doing? Glad to see you here. And my dad has stage 4 liver cancer, and it's been a rough few months, but hanging in there hard. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully this is kind of like taking your mind off a few things. I had to go through something like that a few years ago as well. It's very hard, and I know a lot of these things are very distracting in the world, and I'm glad that like you can at least listen to these podcasts or whatever you want to call them, YouTube videos, and get your mind off it for a little bit, because I know that I wasn't collecting at the time. I was, but I wasn't in the YouTube game, so I didn't have much distraction with me, but Myra really helped me out through that hard time. So I feel you, TK. All prayers to you, bro. My dad was at 9/11 along with my mom. They both got sick in their 50s, but they are strong guys. Okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad. Yeah, Yeah, because I know a lot of that dust kind of hurt a lot of people, didn't it? Isn't that what happened?
Correct.
Dust
Yeah.
smoke free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Awful.
crazy. Prayers with TK Magic Shop, guys. Also, thank you. Yeah, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Oh shoot. I removed freaking Chris on accident. Okay, guys, let's go to the next one. Let's go to let's see. I need to add this back in here, but this one is actually letting me do this. So, guys, I'm gonna have to let somebody take over this one for me because
me and Austin, bro, this is our game.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't watch The Boys, but I think this guy looks cool. From someone that's like looking into this though, like seeing this figure right here, I think it looks cool. It looks really cool, but I think it would be 20 times cooler if I knew what he was and if this was accurate or not. So Austin, I'm gonna start with you, and I'm gonna put in the chat too if this is a cop or a drop for you as well. So y'all vote in the chat, and then Austin, you take over whatever you want to do. Say about it.
Yeah. So this is Black Noir from The Boys, 6 scale figure by Toys Battalion, a lesser known third party company. They came out with most recently Adam Warlock. It was like Gold Magnus, or whatever it was listed as, but they came out with Adam Warlock. The prototype picture looked awesome. I actually think it looked better in a figure form versus Adam Warlock from Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
100%.
For me personally. Granted, I don't know what the figure looks like. It was like listed at like $160, $170, depending on where you buy it at. So pretty good price, pretty standard price for a third-party company. They also had a Wong that came out. That was actually pretty good. Still in that I think that was like 180. They had the Sorcerer Supreme. Is that her name?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
the ancient
yeah,
one.
yeah.
The ancient one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
I
do,
think the figure, it was listed as Sorcerer Supreme. She was actually a pretty good figure. Once again,
Yeah.
still like 180. And then they had a Shazam figure that came out. The body, not great. Pretty skinny. Sculpt was meh. But once again, it was still like that 160, 170 price point. So Toy Battalion, not a long history, but they've done an okay job with the figures that they put out so far.
I got a few more pictures right here.
Yeah, so this is a much simpler figure, in my opinion, versus the past few that they put out, as long as the body's actually a good body that can actually hold some solid poses and isn't very weak, you know? But everything on this should be extremely easy. So Daniel,
You don't
take
need-
here.
Yeah, you don't need any like details much with. I mean, you do kind of with the texture. I think really.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very simple figure to make, to be completely honest with you, right, Austin? Because like Black Noir is a very simple character. It's just like a black, like military style suit with the mask and like this like soft mesh material underneath. You know, for me, Soso announced right underneath this Facebook post that Austin sent to me behind the scenes that said that they were making the 7, right? So I, based on their Shazam figure that they released, I'm a little hesitant to release, or I guess pre-order this Black Noir from them, or I guess the Nightblade. It looks pretty solid. You know, I've been saying behind the scenes for months now that I've been wanting at least Soso or a third-party company to make the full 7 team. Missed opportunity to not have his like cartoon buddies, like I guess like illuminated effect to put on the shoulder or something.
Or they could have at least done what like Hot Toys did with like Miles Morales.
Yeah, 100%.
Have that cutout base.
Yeah,
Have a backdrop for it.
Yeah, because like for me, Black Noir deserves to be posed with his little cartoon buddies, right? Like we haven't seen season 4 yet. I know it's going to be a different Black Noir, but like for me, OG Black Noir with his cartoon buddies, you know, with Homelander would be pretty sick in the display. This isn't a horrible looking figure. I think the proportions could be a little bit better in some areas, you know, especially in the legs, but I think the upper torso looks pretty solid. Mask, like I said, it's a pretty simple design. It's a very hard figure to fuck up.
Yeah, Danny, I think you nailed it though, because just like you said, Soso, they did put out that they're going to make all the 7. So they're going to come out with their own version of Black Noir. At least with my history with So Toys, I am putting my money towards them versus
because you just got that Homelander that's pretty sick, which I'm tempted to pick up myself.
Yeah, I actually like the Homelander figure more than what most people on the internet.
Yeah, that angry expression is pretty damn solid.
Yeah, looks good.
The other 2 sculpts, man, I'm pretty okay with, but once again, I'm a more easier collector to please, it seems.
Right.
Versus others, which is fine with me, and everyone's very much entitled to their opinion. In the end, everyone's spending their own money, so whether they
makes
take
you
it
happy
or not, that's very much up to them. Yeah, Carlos.
Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, I would. This is a drop for me. I'm going to wait for So, just like Present Toys and Mutant Man. I'm most likely just gonna hold off and see what So puts out.
Well, Austin, my question, I guess, is what is your most anticipated, character from the 7? Because for me, it's the Deep. I am so excited for So to make the Deep Man. Like, I feel like that'd be such a hilarious figure to have in the collection.
Yeah, man. You know what? I don't know. I'm gonna buy them all.
Same.
Me and you have talked about this. I've mentioned a couple times, and to you, Danny, several times privately, that I'd be very okay with just having Homelander as like my representation for the boys. I do have Butcher. I don't regret having that figure. The figure's awesome. But who else from the 7? I'd be okay with the Deep. Honestly, all the other remaining characters, they're all okay. I'm gonna buy them. None of them's needed. I don't think I have one. I would like one more than the other.
Maybe you can always say you have Translucent, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll choose Starlight.
Starlight's a good one because I feel like Starlight's a I forget what company made that one, but like that one Starlight they made was just so awful. It did not look like Aaron Moriarty or anything like that. Sorry to go on a tangent, Joey, but I really hope that So doesn't only just do the 7, but also branches into the boys universe. I mean, the Gen V universe. Yeah. Give us Marie Moreau, give us Kate, give us Sam, give us Wonder Boy. I don't know. Gen V was a pretty solid damn show, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be heavily involved in season 4 of the boys. So
they are.
Yeah, man.
So they put out, they're going to be involved. You know what's funny? I love Gen V. I just don't feel the need to have any of those represented in my collection.
At least for me, I would go with Marie Moreau.
Boys are more iconic now for you, like.
Yeah, I just think because they actually have suits. I do have some figures where they're in their civilian clothing or whatnot.
Yeah.
Pretty much just like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I have one of Arthur Fleck.
Don't you have the Supernatural figures?
No, that's high on my bucket list though.
Those are like some of the best casual clothes figures probably. They had like John Wick or something like that.
Yeah.
Would you classify the mask as casual clothing or no?
No. Stanley Ipkiss would be the casual, which I would absolutely love. Stanley Ipkiss in his pajamas.
What about Chris? Do you watch The Boys or anything?
No, I don't. And funny enough, recently Connor, aka Hot Toys Hotline, he's been trying to get me to watch it. He recently started, and he's absolutely loving it. And he got Homelander or whatever. I think he also got. I saw Austin. You had the little bust for him as well, like that gold and silver one.
Yeah,
he's got that same stuff. I saw it in person. It's pretty cool. And he jokes with me. He's like, "You're just afraid that like if you watch it and like it, you want to get the figures," which is probably true and probably
100%
in a way even more. It's one of those. I do this a lot. Like I don't try to join in the hype, and I push away until last minute, and then I'm like, oh, why didn't I jump in? So
I'll tell you that whether you get the figures or not, the boys, I feel like the hype lives up for it.
Yeah,
100%.
I feel like the hype lives up.
I believe it.
3 words: Seth Rogen, producer. All right, if that tells you anything. All right, this is. I explained it to my little sister. It's like, it's the Avengers, it's the MCU, but for adults. Is essentially
that's what he was saying. Like it's like you're not your
I
normal
feel like this is what
DC
wanted to be.
100%. Yeah.
Y'all making me want to watch it.
Joey, I've been trying to get your ass to watch the show for months, bro.
I'm almost done with season 1. I've been watching it on the slowly. Almost done with season 1.
I'm in.
From finishing, and then I'll go with you.
I feel like I love Homelander. Someone told me I'd love him, so I was like, yeah.
He's a very much like Walter White, where it's like you love to hate him type character.
Yeah.
I got no skin in the game.
Keep posting that Homelander because Juan he can't stop thinking about it. So I think he's gonna end up buying that.
I'll shoot him some more pictures.
Shoot him some pictures. Shoot him some pictures.
Look, I'll say this: there's a reason why Metro Boomin decided to use a Homelander audio clip for his superhero song. I'll just say that.
I'm gonna end the poll now, guys. So we do have 16 votes. Thank you guys so much for voting. 75 said drop, and 25% said cop. So.
That 25% is my family, y'all. All right, yeah.
Let me go through the chats real quick. I did. I like the boys, but not figure worthy. For me, yeah. And then I did get this from JB Collections. So, said I tried adding the vinyl on my Spider-Man's eyes, and I ripped the mask, and I was using an X-Acto knife. So, if you guys don't know, I did actually make a video where like you make the eyes, a little mod that it was relatively easy, I thought. And I did see, I think I saw this JB in Reddit. Someone told me on Facebook, Javier, I believe, told me on Facebook that I need to like put a disclaimer. But I tried to show you guys like so much like how to do it without like hurting your figure. I didn't mean for you to actually do that. I didn't know that people would blame me if anything went wrong. But if I did that, I'm so sorry. I really tried to show you how to do it the correct way. And if you didn't, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I don't know what else to say. Honestly,
so from my point of view, awful that it happens. But I think whenever you try and mod a figure, like I have my Sam from Trick or Treat Studios, a horror villain, and it's a pretty clean version of the character. And I've had a lot of people send me like videos and some pictures of how people like blackwashed it, and just like kind of like dirty it up a little bit and whatnot. The thing is, I feel like if I were to mess that up, that's gonna be on me.
Yeah, like I sometimes
that's just the risk of a mod. You know, whenever you try and touch up a paint or a head sculpt, or you try and tailor the clothing and you mess up, unfortunately, I mean, that's kind of growing pains with any kind of customizing, especially.
Oh shit! My battery went out. Sorry,
using an X-Acto knife or any kind of paint.
It's a little scary. It's a little scary when you start getting into fabric and then you start getting into like the materials as well. It does get a little scary, but like back in the day, like I would look up YouTube videos on how to, fix my Xbox from the red ring of death, or how to I'm gonna come back on here in a second, guys. There we are. Or like how to mod a controller is like kind of a good example. Like back in the day, I knew the risk of me trying to mod the controller was gonna, I might mess up because I never did this before, and same for that head sculpt. I never did it before either, and I made sure that I was not touching the fabric with the clothing. I made sure all of that, and like I'm so sorry that happened, but like if I tried to mod the controller and I mess it up, I'm not gonna go and like say that to somebody. It's my fault. Like I did it, But I mean, I also am very, very sorry that I'm sorry. I really am. I did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I know.
Let us know what you're gonna do with the figure now, though.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and do a battle damage, or are you trying to fix it yourself?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A battle damage would be so cool, man.
I hate that it happened, but once again, I do not think it's Joey's fault. Or anybody else, or anybody else who puts out videos of any kind of customization. I just don't think they have to.
I just feel really bad. Like I know I feel really bad. I was just trying to, like show people that this is pretty cool mod and it's pretty easy. I did the mod 3 times and had no problem, But like I just tried to show it, so much, and I'm so sorry, JB. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Can always have an unmasked Andrew, from No Way Home.
True. Yeah.
JB, if you're that hurt and upset by it, message me. I'll send you $20.
I'll send you $20. I feel bad.
I will say
you don't have to, Joey. I don't think it's your fault at all. I don't think there needs to be a disclaimer. But JB, if you're that upset, I'll send you $20 myself.
I will say now this is a different well, it's the same figure but different release. I have the 1.0 Spidey before I got the 2.0.
Yeah.
My problem with the 1.0 led me to get to the 2.0. I was messing with it, trying to do. I posted a short on it so you can see. I took a fishing wire to make him look like he's doing the opening scene, like he's flying. And in doing so, I was taking his head sculpt off, and I ripped his neck just by taking the head sculpt off. And then I was like, well, now I got to get the 2.0. And somebody was willing to buy the 1.0. So there are people out there who do customs like that. Stuff like that. So
that's a good
you can see if somebody's maybe selling that Spidey sculpt loose by chance. You can always find deals on stuff like that. What is it? What's that one site? Monkey Depot always parts out stuff. You never know what you can find out there.
Didn't your Spidey also just like his lens fell off too? Didn't it?
Like
you also had some issues with it just on it by itself.
Well, yeah, I was messing with it and then it fell, but it wasn't like a crazy fall and it just like popped off. But I glued it right back on, so it was easy, you know. So that's the one that there it is with the gray eyes.
Yeah, but I had to just shout you out, Joey, because you gave me this Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I'm okay with the gray eyes. I don't mind it.
That head sculpt on the 1.0 moves a lot better too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 2.0 head sculpt is limited to the limited.
Yeah, that's why it fell. That's why I dropped it. Is because that limited head sculpt.
Yeah.
Danny, if you ever get rid of that, you have to sell to me first.
I will say,
I'll be real with you, bro. It's never getting out of the collection. This and the Wonder Woman are the most sentimental figures in the collection. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll be real.
The 1.0 was tougher to get the head sculpt off. 2.0's way too easy in my opinion,
bro.
Yeah,
but the body is a whole lot more posable in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I still think the 1.0 looks really good. Like I have photos of it and videos, and I'm just like, it's still past. But
I got to see the 1.0 in person.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It just mine aged poorly. Like it was doing good until I started messing with it. Like on shelf, it was cool left alone. Once the neck ripped, then I started having problems. Like the leg peg, because it's not one suit, the leg part like started coming off too easily. I had a wrist peg problem. I was just like, bro, it's falling apart as I keep touching it. So I just got rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it does hold up pretty well though. Like I'll say this, I've had a lot of Spidey figures in the collection over time, and this is definitely my favorite one, man. 100%.
I love it. And that suit looks like it's in fantastic shape.
100%. Joey kept really good care of this.
Yeah, I had to. It was the only one there.
Speaking of that, Spidey looked really good on that camera right there, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I need to look at it again. I didn't appreciate it as much.
And a lot of them, when I was buying that figure, a lot of them had that problem with them where they have that black on the forehead. I don't know if y'all seen those that defect.
Yeah, mine started getting that. It happens over time. It's like the glue or whatever. They did a lot better with the 2.0 as far as even if you would pose the head too much, you would get some sagginess in the chin area, whereas the 2.0 is a lot better with that. But that one, I mean, you look like you kept it in great condition. Like I don't see no chin sag in there at all.
So that's the 1.0 and the 2.0 right there.
There we go.
Yeah, 1.0, 2.0.
There you go, people.
Love it. Let's see. Toys Battalion made Wong. Yes, they did. They did make Wong. They made a few other things too, I believe.
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, Adam Warlock. Yeah, you were saying.
A Chosen One or Supreme Sorcerer, whatever her name is.
That guy Mark is in here. It would be Chef's Kiss perfect if it came with imaginary animated friends. Is that like something he does on there? Or?
Yeah, that's what Danny mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. TK also is saying thank you for the support, everyone. Excited for the show. Thank you, TK. Again, you don't have to do that, but thank you so much. Boba saying Toys Battalion made a song, also beautiful fig. Oh, I think he meant to say Wong made a song. I was like, what?
Yeah, he said Wong. Yeah.
No, he said a Wong, not song.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, they make music too.
And it was a pretty thin figure at that time too. It was like 160, 170, which is fantastic because Hot Toys didn't put one out. So
yeah,
it's one of those third-party companies that kind of filled in a figure gap in your collection.
TK said he's going to drop that one. Drop for Yomo as well. Renz is in here. What is up, Renz? Hey, if you could see his profile picture, you see that Loki right there?
That is fucking beautiful,
bro.
Renz. You did amazing.
Drew that. That is insane. Make sure you guys check out Renz because he is like the craziest artist, man. I love it. It's awesome.
He's the GOAT, bro.
He's the Beatle brother. He loves the Beatles like me. Awesome guy. Make sure you go check out his Instagram. Let's see. The Boys is wild. I love it. I need to watch it. Late Bloomer is in here as well. What is up? Glad to always see my guy in here. Some guy is in here as well. Train, the Deep, and the Deep, Mother's Milk, and Frenchie. I guess those are the other guys that are on The Boys. Yeah.
Dude, I was telling Austin behind the scenes, I really want to pose A-Train with like one of his own energy drinks from Vought. You know, just smiling in the display, dude. That would be so damn cool.
We got Calvin in here. What is up,
What's
Calvin?
up, Calvin?
We had Calvin on last week. If you guys want to check that one out after this, you can. Let's see. Nick is saying, I break figures on the daily. My goblin has a hole in his ass. Oh my god. Bro, I don't know why I did not read that right away, like freaking before I did it. Blurred Dad Life is on here as well. What is up? Another guy that we need to get in the freaking on the show. Some guy popping out those links. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going. Jazzy saying Toby dropping tonight. Watch. Ooh, man, you're gonna give Nick some hope for that one.
Nick is sweating right now.
I know. Sean Breeze Collectibles. Hello, my guy.
Sean.
Glad to see you here as well. All right, guys. So that was the copper drops that I have for kind of not all of them, but there's a few other things I want to ask you guys. It's not halftime yet. I know everybody likes the halftime, but I just want to ask you guys just a simple question. Let me add it to here, and you guys in the chat can actually give us some input too, if you want to. This is just something fun to talk about. If you don't have an answer, you don't have an answer. You don't have to answer it. So what is one thing that Hot Toys can do to improve your overall satisfaction of collectors, basically, or the overall satisfaction of collectors? I didn't give, even though I made the question, I didn't think of it much.
Then
you go, Austin.
Start it off. Yeah. To be honest, I don't usually look at the agenda you send out. I like trying to come up with it on the spot.
Yeah.
I think one of the easier ones for me would be communication or presence within the community. You know, so like some examples would be like Brian Wong with Manju Spaces. You have Kit from 1/6 Kit, Jazz Inc. You know, all these people. Granted, those are retailers, yeah. Mm-hmm. But Hot Toys, what they can do is they can actually give good, proper updates, good communication. You know, a lot of what collectors do, a lot of what we do, a lot of it's speculation.
Yeah.
We never really get a whole lot of answers for some things. We definitely don't get updates consistently on any kind of push outs of figures or anything else like that. I think it'd be really fantastic if one person or marketing department actually put out pretty consistent updates or spoke with the community. I mean, look at So Toys. I mean, one of my favorite things about So is how active they are in their own Facebook group, you know?
Yeah.
That's how we figured out that they're going to be making The Boys come December. The rest of the figures, they're going to announce them next month from what they said. And it's one of the things that gives us something to look forward to. They answer questions, they give us updates and comments and messages in the Facebook group. And yeah, man, it makes a closer connection to that company, at least for me. And it takes away a lot of speculation and communication. That's the easiest thing for me. That's the one controllable that all companies can do. I mean, look at InArt. They just put out a post, what was it, today, that just said, you know, Gandalf, you know, is going to be delayed.
Yeah.
Simple. Just tell collectors, you know, just give an update. And look how thankful people were in the comments. And granted, a lot of people are pretty biased with InArt, which is very fine. That's their own opinions. But I'm sure people would appreciate Hot Toys having good, proper, effective communication.
Yeah, that was one I think I was thinking of too. Do you guys have anything else? Anything
Oh yeah,
y'all want to say?
100%. They used to have like posts last year that would show you like a roster of what was coming out, right?
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
I think it does that. They do that like once a year, I believe.
They should do that once every 4 or 5 months, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
Because
Quarterly.
it's like
Just do it
quarterly, right? Because it's like you're like you had your anticipations, right, of last week of what was coming out, right? And we had Gilgamesh come out, right? And I don't think Gilgamesh was on that list, right? How many of us was gonna cop Gilgamesh? It's like Hot Toys, like realize what your fans are wanting, because in art, for example, right, they're making figures that are requested by the fans, requested by the people that are paying, then making them the business that they are. Hot Toys, I feel like, has taken advantage of their fans for the last 7 years or so, right? Because it's like they call themselves movie masterpiece series. You just had to do a mod where you had to make your Spider-Man eyes more accurate to the movie.
Yeah. I mean, some people did say that is accurate. I forgot who told me. Somebody told me.
And I know,
but it's like between that and the Chrome Mando, it's like having to do mods on a figure that's already $300 plus. It's kind of embarrassing for yourself, right? Because it's like, I've already spent so much money on this, I shouldn't have to do extra work to make this look better. So communication, I agree with you on that, Austin. But for me, it's like, get back to your roots, get back to the whole idea and the concept of being a movie masterpiece series, because Hot Toys is still king. Hot Toys is going to remain king for a long time until InArt has more of a customer base, just more figures on their belt, right? But if Hot Toys was able to, I guess, get back to the roots and get more detailed, and like, because it feels like every other figure they release is very, very, very controversial, right? Think of that Spider-Man 2099. Looked like a Marvel legend. They had to end up making it remade and look like a fabric suit.
They try to cheap out.
Right. And it's like, dude, why didn't you just wait? Just wait and make it look better. And I feel like Hot Toys fans would respect them a little bit more and actually put them in the same ballpark as, not because I feel like it's on the back of everyone's mind. InArt is going to eventually take over Hot Toys. If they become popular enough, that's what's going to happen in the next 10 years.
And quality, I think.
And quality too, because
I'm saying in quality they will. I don't think they'll take over like the amount of stuff.
Honestly, I just think Hot Toys has just way too much market share. Honestly, when people think 6 scale, they think Hot Toys. Or a lot of new collectors think Hot Toys is synonymous with a 6 scale figure. At least I was one of those collectors in the very beginning. I thought anything 6 scale was a Hot Toy. Honestly, they just have too much of a market. They have too many licenses under their belt. They have over 10 years and hundreds of figures.
I mean, everything still looks beautiful, though. Everything,
I'm happy. Look, I'm happy with Hot Toys. I'm just saying, it's going to be a very long time before a company can gobble up quite a bit of market space that they
for them.
I don't think
you bring up a good point, bro.
I don't think it'll ever be reached, honestly. I think Hot Toys will always be king.
Because
like, maybe a quality though, like how we got the J&D, like they do silicone, like quality wise, like
but we're talking about them, right? We're referencing them. We always talk about InArt. We're always bringing it up. So it's like, think 10 years from now, they're going to be standard. It's going to be that's what's going to happen.
But then there's going to get to a point where like InArt is going to be old for InArt. InArt's going to have to step their game up eventually. And do something different, and I wonder like what that different thing is going to be.
I feel like it can only go up from here, brother, because it's going to get only more hyper realistic. We've seen those videos where like you're putting eyeballs into like silicone type bodies. I feel like eventually our figures are going to be silicone. Eventually they're going to move away from plastic. Eventually they're going to do something else to renovate the figures, right? Because if you think of like the last, like you almost saying material quality, the last 10 years, they've already upgraded it. They're already starting to incorporate new real genuine leather in their figures, like the Indiana Jones, InArt's doing their Harry Potter. That's just so damn detailed for such a small figure. Like they're going to step up their game eventually to the point where it just looks like a wax figure, right? Like a very, very expensive wax figure.
TK saying the price.
That's the great thing about InArt coming in, J&D coming in. You want more companies to bring in competition. Like competition breeds fair market prices and better quality. You don't want a monopoly of just one company, because at that point they can just do whatever they want regardless, right? So competition is extremely healthy and is very much needed. So I'm very happy to have NR, even though I don't own an NR piece. I'm very happy that they're in our hobby contributing. So
yeah. We have a few people giving their opinion a little bit on what they want to see is like material quality, prices, USB power, everything. Like every time we get a figure, we need that USB power. I agree on that one a lot. Nick is saying they could make a pizza scooter. Yeah. USB power batteries. A lot of people are saying USB. Transparency, kind of like what you said, Austin. You know, we need a lot of communication.
Look, that's the easiest thing. That takes absolutely no money. They can start tomorrow.
Do that, and it gets more posts, more content. You know, they get more stuff out of it. I agree with the quality. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish.
Oh, I was gonna just go back to the quality thing. Like one of the things, the worst things that I could get when I get a hot toy is if I get a hot toy and it's pleather, like right away, I'm thinking, how long is this gonna last?
Yeah.
That should not be the first question I have when I get a figure. Like I wonder, wondering, like, God, I'm praying that this figure doesn't fall apart. Like I remember when I got Venom. I think Venom, when people were getting it, like he was already like peeling from like the legs from rubbing or something within like like the first few weeks. And that's the worst thing that you can get. It's like, I understand if a couple years later it breaks down or something, but like when you get figures like that right away, and there's already
have that anxiety, bro.
Yeah, you already have that. Like you don't feel good about your purchase, right? You don't. You're not content with it. It's like, damn, did I just get like scammed on this? Right. And then one other thing that somebody named, I think it's very important, is they keep teasing a lot of stuff in sideshows. Like what do they call it? Like to come, like their list of things that. That never actually released, because then that Batmobile. Like right now, Austin was like, I'm gonna wait on So-So to make this figure, and now So-So, you can rely on more than Hot Toys to actually produce the figures that they're teasing, right? So now, if you're a loyal Hot Toys fan, you're gonna keep waiting for a figure, and then Hot Toys never makes it, and by that time, you might have missed your opportunity to get third-party figure, and then that price might have gone up, because some third-party figures go up, right? So then now you're screwed there, because you were like, you know what, I'm gonna be loyal to this company that I support, and then they end up screwing you in the long run. And that's also something that's irritating, I know, because some people we're like, oh man, I'm gonna wait for the Hot Toy. I see it all the time, like in the comments, oh, I'm gonna wait for the Hot Toys version, and it's like those people never got their figure. And I'm like, damn, I look back and I'm like, dude, poor guy, right? Like he never got his figure.
Right. And it's annoying when they make more than one post too, right? Like for that Batmobile, for the Robert Pattinson, like they made more than one post about that damn thing. You showcased it.
And so, like, see, for example, there, like, let's say people were like, oh, the Hot Toys one was gonna be way cheaper than the Jazz Inc. one, but by the time that you realize it, like, you could have paid off that Jazz Inc. one, you know, 100%. In those payments, but now that Jazz Inc. one is sold out and all this stuff, and you can't even get it or whatnot. So it's just like some things that, like, it's like, dude, like we support you, man. Like, give us some love back, right? Give us some love back.
Yeah.
Just so I know, 100%. Like at the end of the day, when I get your product, like I'm satisfied, I'm happy, you know. Yeah. It's just, you know, there's those things that, like, you know, if you have a bunch of people like supporting you, it's like, come on, give some love back.
Yep.
I got two things.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, let's hear it.
My first thing, completing lines. I wish they were more consistent with completing lines. And then the other thing is using the licenses and IP like that they have instead of hogging them and preventing other people from producing figures that we love or want to see more of. Like, I get it, I love my Star Wars, I love Marvel, but like there's some days where I'm just like, all right, I'm kind of tired of seeing it, and I would like some other one-off IPs in there, like, you know, the Captain Jack Sparrows, the Terminator stuff, like just anything else, like even more Disney stuff. I don't care. Just something a bit different. And they have been a little bit here and there, but
like Predator.
That's like,
but it's not like
those
forever.
big IP things. Like,
I mean, Predator is kind of like a Disney princess, you know. Disney owns Fox owns Predator.
That can be yours.
Has those dreads.
My princess.
And he slays,
that.
you know.
And he
Let's see. We have a customer feedback as well as what some guys saying. Thank you, Tremble Dust, for what you said earlier. Let's see if anybody else said anything. I know that I saw this one. I saw this one. Yeah, they could drop all the Marvel garbage and focus on what's important. Star Wars.
You know, it's a really good one, bro.
That's actually one of the reasons why I don't really ever get upset that they don't complete some lines. Yeah. Granted, I'm not a completionist either, so I'm like one of those rare collectors that I don't really ever feel the need to complete a line. Like, I was just talking about the boys and saying like, yeah, Homelander, you know, that's kind of good enough for me. Because like completing the lines, just legality's sakes, you know, getting the likeness acquired for one actor or actress may be easier than 6 other people, or the combination of all 6. So that may be difficult or damn near impossible. So I kind of understand that, but that's the beauty of some of these third-party companies coming in, and once again, they're third-party, they're non-licensed, they don't have to deal with the legality of it. They can come in and create these figures for fairly cheap, and you kind of fill in those gaps in your collection, as long as they actually make those figures that fill in your gaps.
Yeah. I mean, here's an example of my big one with it is, let's take Obi-Wan Kenobi, for example. They've only done 2 out of the Phantom Menace, that being like Qui-Gon and Darth Maul. I would like to see a Phantom Menace Obi-Wan. I would like to see an Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan, whereas they have that likeness. They did a Revenge of the Sith. They did a Kenobi show. It's not the same actor. It's Alec Guinness, but they did do a New Hope, you know, Obi-Wan. So
yeah,
I don't know what the problem is on that. Like, there are certain ones, I agree with you, that are weird, where they've kind of done it, and I feel like they could, but they don't.
Yeah.
Another thing for me is like just the whole 10% quality decrease in terms of the head sculpt when it gets released from product announcement to actual release. Make that just go away, right? What you're showing in the product, I guess like the announcement, should be what we're getting in the final product, right? You're already spending 1.5 years, 2 years to get these products out. Do what you can to make them look like the product, right? The prototype, because a lot of people, like the Kate Bishop, for example, right? Kate Bishop was one that everybody was getting annoyed with, right? Like, call that 20% quality decrease when, I guess, between prototype versus actual release, right? That had a significant decrease, and a lot of people were upset with that. So I feel like that'd be like one of my main ones, is trying to just make sure that the head sculpts.
That one's a little weird because everybody sees something different. Like, there's sometimes I see the sculpt a lot more different than other people, you know, like that Kate Bishop, I thought it was on point.
I thought she was perfect.
Yeah, but then other people are like, you know, like, it's like weird.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I know what you mean. I know, like, it's some things are like softer, like the blood will be darker, and then whenever we get the product, it's not as dark as we thought it would be, you know.
Because like
it's all lighting too.
Yeah, because some figures we get, right, like Frank Castle Punisher, for example, right? That is a perfect figure in my mind. Besides the split cut boot, that it looks like John Bernthal. It's a perfect Marvel Punisher figure. And then other Marvel figures you get in your collection, you're like, yeah, this looks kind of like the actor, but like I have to look at it like at a certain angle. They could eliminate that altogether and just make every single head sculpt look amazing. I don't know. It would rise them right above, like, the conversation wouldn't even come up if NR could compete with them, if that was the case. But we'll see.
Look, I don't want to give Hot Toys a pass, right? I want a figure I'm buying. If I'm looking at a prototype, I want it to look like that prototype. But I also understand with the production of a large amount of figures, there's going to be a decrease in quality, right? Some of these other companies that produce 1,000 figures versus 10,000. Sure, the 1,000 figures the quality control is gonna be quite a bit easier. But another one that I would suggest, at least for the artisan line, when they come out with a limited figure, they need to number them, or they should number them. You know,
100%.
Then that'll kind of give people faith of, there really was only 1,000 of these figures, because no one's posting that they got number 1,122. But then also, as a collector, it's rather fun, at least with some of my statues that are numbered. It's fun to see, you know, which one out of 2,000 you got, you know.
That is kind of fun. Yeah.
You're like, oh, I got number 1. Like, how cool is that? You know,
It gives you a little bit of exclusivity to it. Right?
Yeah, but yeah. And then like, oh, I got the last one from this batch, or whatever it is. They should number those.
Yeah.
Right. Because they make you see it makes it
I
seem
agree
like
with
it's a
that.
limited release on the box, right? Because in a movie masterpiece, if you had a guest over at your house that didn't know what Hot Toys was, they would look at that box or look at that figure and be like, is that like limited, or is that like a special release, or like why does it look so good, right? So I feel like you're right, Austin. 100% put numbers on it. That way, like we know how many figures you announce and
at
release.
least the artisan ones, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
At least
I was
the
just
artisan
gonna say,
ones.
I've heard this around where I would rather have it on those artisan ones where they actually announce that limited number.
Yes,
Yeah.
Because you don't. There could be figures that they've done in the past that have lesser numbers than those artisan figures, but we would never know because it was just up for pre-order.
Yep. Late Bloomer said that the lenses are accurate on the TASM 2 from TASM 2, but not No Way Home. So I guess that makes a little bit
Which
more.
the 2.0 is TASM 2
it's
release
TASM 2.
anyway.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Beskar Kid saying in our takeover Hot Toys, saving that one for posterity. I knew he was gonna say something about it too. I was like, oh, here he's gonna put something on Facebook.
Wait, I do think Danny meant quality, not so much like market share.
Yeah. I love you, Beskar.
Quantity, produced, or released.
Oh man, Beskar is funny. Depends on what version. TMNT. Oh, they're talking about the teenage, like what y'all were talking about, like what Teenage Mutant.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Give me some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 6 scale.
It's weird to me they
Okay.
haven't made it right. Like that's such a weird line that they haven't announced yet. That at least from the new movie, right? I would take a 1/6 scale animated series because the Mutant Mayhem movie from Seth Rogen was fucking awesome, dude. That movie was fantastic. So I'm right there with y'all.
I'm seeing a lot of the materials here too. Like you got Nick saying artisan should try to compete within art and use like really feels like they want to do the bare minimum by using still pleather and things like that. And also like collection obsession is also saying I'd pay extra for that leather clothing and accessories, like I guess die cast accessories. Pay extra.
Yeah.
I would too. Yeah, I
Well,
understand.
it also makes sense, right? So especially we're all newer in the collecting. I think collection obsession. I think he mentioned that he's been 10 years plus
Yeah,
in this hobby. I kind of correlate it when the prices of the figures go up. You kind of expect quality, not just like the paint app, but that includes the tailoring, the accessories, and the quality of the materials. You would expect that to go up as well. Just like inflation and with you at work, if inflation goes up by 15%, in your job, if your annual raise is only 3%, you're losing money right there, right?
Yeah.
So you need to reevaluate something.
It's the consistency too, because like some head sculpts are on par, man, and then some of them are, it's and I know that they have different teams working on stuff, but I think consistency is very important too. I don't think we should be in the conversations of like, oh, that's a hit, oh, that's a miss.
Right. Because isn't it so weird? Like think about that Green Goblin they just released, right? That looks just like Willem Dafoe.
Well, the Electro that I just got, that Jamie Foxx is spot on, dude.
Jamie
Foxx
dude.
is spot on.
Dude, it looks phenomenal.
Dude,
I love the video that you produced on that one, right?
Star Wars has been killing it with sculpts and price, though, compared to Marvel.
MB Dyson's saying, plan out production in advance so we don't have to wait 1 to 2 years for a figure. Other companies deliver in a timely manner in relation to the film. Yeah,
Thank you.
but like I see what you're saying too, but I think the other companies do like the smaller scale figures, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, it's like not as hard to do.
Yeah, I mean you
We've
have
also,
but 2 years is going too far. I will say that 2 years is going a little too far.
Like No Way Home figures, bro. Like the rest of those figures should be out by now. Like the red and blue suit should be out by now. That movie turns at 2 years old next month.
I mean that is a massive appeal for like Hasbro or like the 1/12 scale stuff, where essentially like you can pick up the 6-inch figures in a Walmart when the movie's out.
Yeah.
So that is very attractive for both sides, for the movie, for the film, for the actors, but then also like the merchandise.
Beskar Kid saying, Hot Toys doesn't need to though. People will buy their products regardless. And art has to do those song and dance, and everything has to be perfect once they make it. Beware. Yeah, like with those magnetic bases, I think is their main concern right now. Is their magnetic bases. They need to do something about that. I would not care if they put us a translucent crotch grabber. I would be cool with that. Honestly, I hate the inert magnetic base. They're very bad. For at least my experience, it was very bad. But
we shall see with their Batman how strong that magnetic base is.
I feel like also we've talked about this on the other stream, is that Disney, because they're partnered with them for some of these IPs, you know, Marvel, whatever, they probably have Hot Toys under a microscope and have to do like these certain figures and like have a list. Like, you need to produce this, and maybe they don't have control over that time stuff. Like, we don't even know what goes on in those back offices at all. So,
dang, I see what you were saying earlier, where he said, I am Collection Obsession said, I am the guy that got into Hot Toys 10 years ago because Hot Toys was teasing the 1966 Batmobile and Joker and never materialized. So, sheesh. Sorry about that. So yeah, we have a few more people, but I want to get to the next thing. Sorry if I'm missing you guys. Let's go to the next thing already. Are y'all ready? Y'all know what time it is. Thank you everybody for y'all's input. If Hot Toys is somehow watching this smaller stream, you know, thank you. You saw what you saw there. So maybe take some notes or something. Hey Howard, yeah. I think Nick Collectibles knows that guy. Yeah. But we're gonna get to the segment we do every week, and like to just have some fun with it, and stop talking about what's currently out. We're gonna talk a few things that we've seen before. So here we go, guys. All right, everybody. So this week it's going to be Hot Toys Battle Damage. So we're doing some battle damage figures.
Favorite type of figure.
Yeah, so I do 3 of these. I know I never usually do ones that are on pre-order, but we kind of get the gist of what the Vader battle damage is going to be like. So first off, I do have Kenobi Vader versus Iron Man, the battle damage, and this Iron Man is one of those figures that every time I see that battle damage, it blows me away. But I feel like that Vader as well is going to do the same exact thing for me. So that's why I kind of put these on the list. I already know what Beskar Kid's going to choose. So Beskar Kid, if you want to vote, you can. We already know what that's going to be.
Tony Stark, for sure.
But we're going to just go down the line. We're going to start off with you, Danny. So is this a this or a that for you? Sorry, I'm not doing it. Right here. There we go. So you can see this or that for the battle damage Hot Toys.
I'm gonna
put it down there so y'all can vote with us.
I'll be real. You know, this is kind of a tough choice for me, right? Because I grew up on Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know, this is 2 figures that is the closure to 2 character stories, right? You had Robert Downey Jr. giving his 12-year stretch as Iron Man, 13 stretch year as Iron Man at this moment, and you had Hayden Christensen returning as Anakin Skywalker in this moment, right? Because in this scene with Obi-Wan Kenobi, you can hear Vader and Anakin's voice. And it feels like closure, right, for both of these scenes. And I'm going to go with that, only because I feel like that battle damage head sculpt is going to go so damn crazy in the display, right?
Yeah.
It's like I no longer have a Vader in the display, right? So this is going to be the Vader that I want to go with. And this is, I don't know, they're both emotional scenes, but it's like the I am what remains is such a, I don't know, it's such a deep quote, right? It's one of my favorite. Like, I didn't really enjoy the Kenobi series as much as I wanted to, but that scene alone is one of those scenes I think about at least once a week, right? Because you can relate it, right? You can relate it to either somebody you've loved in the past, somebody you've had as a friend in the past, and it hits different, right? So 100% gonna go with that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think for me, God, that's hard. I haven't even thought about it. I'm just gonna do. I love Iron Man, so I'm gonna do this for me.
You're like the best arcade of Marvel, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
best arcade of Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man. Iron Man. Yeah.
Zio, what are you picking, this or that? You guys can vote too in the comments.
Dude, I mean, like, that will be my first Vader in the collection, which I'm super excited. I love the battle damage look on him. I agree with Danny on, him coming back and then his impact in that scene and the voice and everything. But this is the conclusion to a lot of years as well. And although that, it was kind of like, it was cool to see it again. It was kind of like, it's not really the conclusion of that character. It's the conclusion of a friendship, I guess. And so for me, this was also more impactful in the moment, in the cinema. I was watching it with my family. I remember being there with my brother and my fiance, and it's an awesome figure to have. The light up functions on it is super cool. The whole Infinity Stone, series saga, just getting to that point and the ending to that is just, it's too iconic for me not to say this for me. So,
okay, cool. It's crazy. I didn't even see that scene happening either. Like, I didn't expect it. That's what was really cool about it.
I did once as soon as they fought for that thing, I was like, those stones are on Tony. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, I knew it. And like I said, I clapped because I knew Cap was gonna survive after this.
Freaking selfish ass.
I didn't clap, but I was happy inside.
Cap is selfish, man. All right, Austin, what are you picking, this or that?
This is tough. This is really tough. I think the battle damaged Iron Man is perfect in my eyes. It's also one of the only figures that, at least that I have, that I will never put it in a different pose, because nothing fits this figure besides what we're looking at right here.
Yeah.
It's an end to a long part of my lifetime.
Yes.
Watching this character. But dang, man, I am so excited for this battle damaged Vader. I am so excited. And it may be the hype, because I've had, this battle damaged Tony, and I may be taking it for granted. I think I'm gonna go with that right now.
All right.
I am so excited for this figure.
There's no wrong answers.
Okay. I'm also super indecisive, so I may change my mind, but we'll stick with that for now.
We'll see. Yeah. All right. So Chris, can't wait to see. I don't know what you're gonna pick, so you just gotta let us know.
Give me a T. Give me an H. Give me an A.
Hey.
I'm going with that all day.
Okay. All right.
So I grew up on Star Wars. I loved seeing Marvel over the years. I loved the end scene. I loved Tony's tribute there. Like, that's an amazing figure. I personally have the clean version, but it still came with the nano gauntlet or whatever.
That clean version's really nice though. It's really nice.
But it's Vader at the end of the day. Like, Star Wars is Star Wars for me. It's also, I basically grew with the prequel era, so I grew to love Hayden Christensen, and just seeing him back on the big screen was really, really important for me. And that scene literally just hit all the feels once you saw Anakin, and like the way Ewan McGregor portrayed his emotions in that scene towards Anakin, giving him like that okay, like, I'm not your failure, or Anakin giving that to Obi-Wan. It was just so beautiful. So, and this is my most anticipated,
mine too,
figure that I have on pre-order. So
I think everybody either had, well, it's not everybody, but a lot, like the majority of us, you either have the Vader or the Batman as their most anticipated. Of course, there's other people that have different ones, but but those two are like, it seems like, because I did the poll, or not the poll, most anticipated or whatever, and a lot of people are, what do you want to see released the more, and it was a lot of Vaders and a lot of Batmans on there.
I tell you, the other thing, one more thing, I always wanted a battle damaged Vader, and once I saw the Kenobi shot, I was just hoping
Yeah.
that they did this Vader. So
They did it. I remember that release because it came out during the middle of the day, and I was like, bro, I can't even make a video on this.
yeah.
Damn. Well, I did make one, but it was still a little later. So I'm gonna end the poll real quick. We got 16 votes. Let me end it real quick.
Snap.
So battle damaged. So we got the Mark 85. Or well, I'll just do that. This is at 62%, and that is at 37. So, dang, I thought it would be kind of the opposite. Wow.
I was
Okay.
expecting like a
You
50.
traitors.
Yeah. Dang. Okay.
Wow.
Take that, Beskar kid.
I am what remains.
I didn't get to vote. My vote would have made the difference.
Oh man, I'm telling y'all gotta vote every one of these.
I would have been the rest of the percentage, just me by myself.
Boba did make a good point right here. He said, where did he say it? I'm trying to find what he said.
There's quite few battle damage Iron Man figures.
Yeah.
Not so much Vader.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much. That's a very good point, though. That's very true. Because I was like, dang, I don't know what other battle damage figures. There wasn't a lot of battle damage figures other than Iron Man. But yeah. I ended up. What is Beskar kid saying? How will I sleep tonight?
I will say this, Joey. This is one of the hardest ones.
Sleep.
Go ahead, Austin.
I'm guessing Beskar Kid is not going to sleep tonight because that man is up to like 5 a.m. So.
I'll say this, Joey. This is one of the best ones that you've come up with.
Yeah.
Round of applause for you, bro.
I should have used this one last, honestly. I hope these next ones aren't too easy. I feel like they might be. But
I don't know, man. You throw us for a loop every single time. We'll see.
We'll try it. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. So here's the next one. We do have the battle damage RoboCop, and then we do have the battle damage Terminator. These two films I saw when I was a kid, but I haven't revisited them, since then. So if I had to pick, though, I would probably pick that because I do like all the all the blood and all that looks so good. But there is a lot of RoboCop fans I know out there that love that figure as well. So or this figure. So I'm gonna start at the bottom with you, Chris. What would you do, this or that? And also make sure y'all vote. I got to vote down there if y'all want to do this with us.
I'm not missing this one, but I'm gonna go with that. I'm a huge Terminator fan. Have both the T800 and T1000 in the collection.
Mm-hmm.
Have them on a bike. I absolutely love the Terminator. I grew up watching the Terminator, wanted to be the T800. I used to terrorize my brother being the T800. And recently, earlier this year, I met Robert Patrick, got his autograph, told him that story. He roasted me. It was a great time. But yeah, I will always choose Terminator over a lot of movies, not just RoboCop.
Yeah. Yeah. I
How did
like
it feel,
easy.
by the way, bro, to be roasted by Robert Patrick? That's legendary, bro.
I smiled the whole time. I didn't even take anything. I was like, "You can do whatever you want, man."
Is he as
do
down to
whatever you want
earth
with
as
me.
he
He's joking
seems?
though.
Because I
Bro,
loved him in
he
Peacemaker,
was-
bro.
He was so down to earth. Like, just talked to everybody and could strike up a conversation with whoever he was talking to. He was incredible. And when I say he roasted me, like, he was joking with it. We were laughing, but yeah.
He seems like he has a very southern approach to life, and I wish I could meet him.
Yeah,
he seems cool.
He dresses, I can see that too.
Cool. Hell yeah.
So Austin, what are you picking?
This one's pretty easy for me.
It is? Okay.
Absolutely.
I already know what it is.
That I'm a massive Terminator fan. Got my quarter scale statue. I got a couple 6 scales. I have a battle damage Terminator coming in. I think T2 is one of the best movies ever made. So absolutely Terminator.
All right. Zio.
For 2
I know.
doppelgangers.
Let's go, baby.
Zio, what you thinking? I know you got something behind you.
Yeah, I actually have the new RoboCop. So, after seeing this guy, I'm gonna go with that, just because this one has a way better paint job than the original one. I will say the original one had more like accessories and stuff, but I really do like the clean look of this RoboCop. So I don't necessarily need a clean RoboCop, a battle damage RoboCop, but I will say that I even thought about getting, I believe it's the Present Toys Terminator.
Yeah, that's the one. I think Austin has that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been
trying to get the battle damage one.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one that I'm eyeing. So I'm gonna go with that one just because I would have gone with RoboCop, but if I didn't have one, or if I had not seen the newer one, right? If this was the only RoboCop out there, I would definitely pick RoboCop. But knowing that there's one that's, I guess, a better paint deco on it and everything like that, I'm gonna go with the Terminator just for that.
Okay.
You know.
All right, Daniel. I know you like to be a little different than everybody. I don't know.
He's gonna go with Or.
I'll be real, man. You know, it's been a long ass time since I've seen RoboCop. You know, I'm gonna go with that only because I'm more of an Arnold fan, and if I had to get a RoboCop, I would much rather have the helmeted look. If I think of Terminator, I'm thinking either just a straight up T-800 or a battle damage Arnold, right? So, yeah, gonna 100% go with that.
Okay.
Terminator is one of those figures that it's like, if I ever had the space for, 100% thinking of like going with like 4-8, like T-800 just overtaking the display. You know, I think that'd be pretty sick.
That would be cool.
RoboCop, it's like, I don't know, man. I watched it as a kid, but it's like I never had the attachment to it. You know, it's like, I don't know. I'm 100% gonna go with that though.
Okay. So let's see what people. Well, let me end this real quick. So we got 17 votes, and so 24% said, or 23% are at this, and at that there's 76%. So, it's a big turnout for Mr. Terminator over here. But let me see if anybody joined in here. Eric's in here. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? Saying like both of them, and then Collection Obsession saying that. Some guy that. Jazzy saying this. Brother Cousins is in here. What is up, Brother Cousins? How are you doing? Make sure y'all sub to Brother Cousins. He has a show every Thursday, before this show. So if you want a little pregame, go over there every Thursday. He's the one that gave me my shot in the beginning. So all love to Brother Cousins. He's an awesome guy. Make sure y'all sub. But anyways, we do MB Dyson saying that. And there we go. So that was it for this one. Now we're on to the last one, guys. Here we go. This one right here. So we do have battle damaged Thanos, and then we do have the battle damaged armored Batman from BVS. So it just depends kind of which one you guys like. So for me, I know, Austin, you saw this one at my house and you saw how good it looked, right?
It has presence. It's massive.
But a lot of people do
Massive presence.
a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people do like this guy though too. So I'm going to pick the Thanos, but the DC people I know are probably going to move over here, but we're going to see. I'm going to start off in the middle with Reverse Zeo.
That's funny. It's funny. So I actually have the armored Batman.
I know you do.
So I have the regular armored Batman, and then I have the battle damaged armored Batman, and I haven't opened him. So it's been a few years since I bought him, and I've never opened him.
Yeah.
And I have the clean version of this Thanos.
Okay.
So I although that was Thanos's last battle, I like the cleaner version of him just because I liked him at the beginning of Infinity War when he went ham on Hulk, and that's the last time we saw Hulk. Rest in peace.
God, such an awesome opening.
Dude, that's like, come on, man. Like him so I plan on having him with the Black Order, all of the people with him and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go with that just because I'm a DC guy. And like I prefer the clean version of that Thanos. And although I haven't seen this Batman since I haven't seen it, I don't know where he's at, but the regular armored Batman is my favorite. So I'm just gonna go with that for that specific reason. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
DC
cool.
baby.
All right. Let's see. Chris, we'll go with you. What are you thinking? I know you're a Marvel guy, so kind of see where this is going.
Well, here's the thing. I've never been the biggest Batman fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Superman fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
So the fact that this is from BVS,
I was like, what?
This is
I
like,
know
he's
this-
like
I know
insult.
this-
Don't ever put this on the show.
yeah. We're not even gonna go. I argue with Connor about it all the time, but we won't go there. And if I was to get a Batman, it wouldn't be an armored Batman.
Yeah.
So just because of that, I'm gonna go with this.
Okay.
But even so, I have the Infinity War Thanos, and I chose that because that's the one that won. I do like the armored versions, and especially the battle damage one. I've seen it in person. Like Austin said, it's got massive it's impressive, and they did really well with it. So if I didn't want to, I would definitely choose this.
Yeah. Austin, what you thinking?
This is tough.
Is it? I was hoping.
Yeah,
it was a little tough.
unlike my counterpart, I love BVS.
Definitely a multiverse here.
I love
no,
BVS.
I love BVS too, just not the scene with him, and just because Soups is my guy. That's what.
Yeah, no, I get that. I really like this armored, battle damaged Batman. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few Batman I would have above this one. I'm going with this.
Okay.
I mean, Endgame is such a fantastic movie. I know I love BVS, but this Thanos in this movie, in that particular ending, is it just means a lot. And just like I said, this figure has massive shelf presence. He's a big figure. So going with this.
Okay, we're at 18 votes right now, and it's 50-50. So,
Damn, boys.
you guys, I know if you guys want to vote, come on, let's see who y'all like more. If you're in here, the 36 of y'all, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, and subscribe to everybody in here. All their links are down in the description. So there's 36 of y'all, so we're gonna get them votes up. Daniel, last one. What you thinking?
You know, as epic as the scene is with Thanos at the end of Endgame, right, where he's like, I really, really like BVS, right? The director's cut, at least. I don't mind the whole, why did you say that name? I don't mind the whole Martha scene. I don't mind Ben Affleck's Batman. I think he's pretty badass. I'm gonna go with that. I think that since I now have the in-art Superman pre-ordered, this would be a pretty damn good figure to pair with, man, honestly. Appreciate you, Carlos. Yeah, man, my first pre-order.
And you could switch out that you could switch out that spear that he has on here for the in-art
exactly.
one. Yeah,
exactly. And not only that, but like you don't even have to have them displayed like in the whole why did you say that name scene. Like you could have them just kicking each other's ass, which
that was a really good fight scene too. I like that.
Right, like when when Batman like stomps Superman into the building and the roof caves in, I'm like, damn, bro, like that scene goes hard, man. Like I know the movie has like a lot of hate, but it's like that scene alone, like when he's replicating the Dark Knight Returns pose, I'm like, it's hard to hate that scene, honestly. So gonna 100% go with that for my DC fans, man. Represent.
All right, let's end this poll now. So 2 more people voted, and it ended up being 50. Oh wait, one person got in there at the end, so that is at 52%, and this is at 47. Well, right when I ended it, somebody voted.
Collecting Madness accidentally clicked on that, and he's pissed for the rest of the night. He accidentally slipped, and he was like, "Oh shit!" That's it. He's not. It's gonna be Austin, Beskar Kid, and Collecting Madness up all night.
I went like this.
So that's crazy. I didn't think it was going to be that close, honestly. But you know, Batman kind of is a big figure, and then we do have Thanos, which is also a big figure. But that's cool. A lot of people were saying this. I did see someone come in here. Felix, I saw, joined in. Hello, Felix. Glad to see you here. MB Dyson was saying Batman. I think. Collection Obsession meant that, and then we had Yomo saying it seems to be that night for me, so I guess you've been voting a lot of that. Boba saying this, Blurred Dad Life saying that, TK Magic Stop, I'm excited to get my Batman Armory as my first DC. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Daniel saying love love my Thanos, yes. And then you got Beskar Kid over here saying Batfleck over
I saw
the sack of a chin. I know, bro. Chris Pratt came right in my head when I saw that. Then you do got Juan saying Batman. So we got a lot of people. Thank you guys so much for voting. I really, really love that. We do have just a couple more things to talk about real quick, so we will do that. So here is the InArt announcement, guys. I just want to get your just quick thoughts about this announcement. So yeah. So I'm not going to read all this, of course. You guys probably have read this already, but this is kind of just InArt telling us that this is going to be, these two figures right here are going to be delayed. But the main issue I saw a lot in the comments is people saying that that we didn't really get a time frame of how long they're going to be delayed. So that's a little less transparency than we're used to from InArt. Usually they'll tell us like a little, window or something, but right now I feel like for Hot Toys it's a very good time to strike right now when this came out, because I mean, you got a company that's delayed this twice already, at least the Batman. This one's the first delay, the Aragorn, but the Batman has been delayed twice. Yeah. So I feel like Hot Toys should just boom release it. I mean, I don't know what they're waiting on. But just if you guys want to just say any thoughts or anything about this, I'm pretty sure y'all have some.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like this InArt Batman, at least, like you guys know behind the scenes, I've been taking a break from collecting figures, right, for the last like 2 months now. So this InArt Batman is supposed to be my next figure. And as a collector, I'm not necessarily mad that they're delaying it, because it gives me hope that they're just improving. Yeah. Right? Because it's supposed to be, I'm going to probably go with the 2-pack, right, where you get the Bruce Wayne with the rooted hair. So it just makes me feel like they're maybe improving the tailoring. Maybe they're improving whatever they're doing, little magnet pieces like we're talking earlier. So it's like, I feel like at this point, InArt doesn't want to tarnish their brand and just drop something just because, right? Yeah. It's around Christmas time and say, hey, let's make some money. Mm-hmm. Because what would really suck, at least for this Batman figure, Aragon, it's like here and there. So Lord of the Rings fans out there would be disappointed. But like for the Batman, especially since it's such a gigantic IP and character, you wouldn't want to disappoint fans on that, right? Because Hot Toys is so close to releasing theirs, right? And the videos are going to come. The TikTok and Instagram posts are coming where people are comparing the two, right? You're probably going to do that, where if you end up getting both of them, you're going to make videos comparing the two. And a lot of their customer base are going to be searching for that. I think they're going to be the number one thing people are going to be comparing is this versus the Hot Toys figure. Yeah. Because there's a pretty good price difference with these two. And, I'm not mad that they're delaying it, but at the same time, 2 delays is a little worrisome.
But Beskar Kid does have a point. Hot Toys does have their fair share of, delays as well. I mean, Pennywise, but I feel like with Hot Toys, it's more expected. Yeah, and
they got a lot more on their belt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And these guys have like 5-6 figures.
I mean, they've gotten a lot more in the recent months because they've renounced the classic Superman and some larger figures from Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. But it's like, and even Joker, right? But it's like still, you need to get out the figures that you've already announced. Mm-hmm. That way you continue to build up your brand. Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah, this is nothing new. Yeah. In the hobby, this happens to every single company.
But this is their third or fourth figure that they're trying to come out with, and it's already happening. I don't know if with Hot Toys they did it early in the game, but I mean,
it's still. I prefer the quality though.
Yeah, that's true too.
It still happens with Hot Toys, and just like they put in this, they didn't exactly say how much further out this is, but they explained that they're gonna make refinements to their production process, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a very positive thing. And the fact that they're actually announcing this, and then letting people comment and then responding to those people in comments, that's one of the controllables they can do. Because we don't know the ins and outs of what's going on in production, right? This could very much be out of their hands and something that's outsourced that they're having to deal with. And once they get some kind of confirmation, they then will relay it to customers. I have no skin in the game. I have none of these figures pre-ordered. But even if I did, I wouldn't be upset. I mean, this happens. I mean, this is it. And these are just toys in the very end. So even if I had to wait 3 additional months, I mean, I personally wouldn't be bothered. I could possibly see why people would. But if this increases the quality of a figure that you end up getting, especially paying a fairly large amount of money, I think that's a very positive thing.
Yeah. And that's true with the quality. Yeah.
The only thing I have to ask is, did they not post a picture not too long ago that it was almost ready?
I forgot.
What I remember seeing a picture where they had like
no, I think
60,
they refined it. They
60 bats of these Battison figures, and they had said that it was almost ready. And then I'm pretty sure they had posted. I'm not sure. It was.
So
I was just wondering if that picture, because I can't find that picture anymore. So I don't know if they took it down.
Look, even if they did do that, right, there could be one small piece that they're now waiting on, right? That was outsourced.
That's what I'm wondering, like what they found out, like throughout that, like maybe they missed something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at the Indiana Jones with Hot Toys, right? Look at the satchel issue that they had to go through.
I also give them a little bit more credit for the material choices that they use as well. So even though they're not producing as much, they're also working with a bit better materials, in my opinion.
And see, but this is where it's like, dang, like,
and the rooted stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. This thing is probably gonna be, because we do have the Chinese New Year still coming up, so you still have that, and it's probably gonna be well beyond March that people get this figure, I believe, and that's just like crazy. It'll probably be like, I don't know, because you know how they do the batches too, so you're gonna get into mid next year with this figure, in my opinion. Honestly, I think that's when people are gonna start, like, everybody's gonna have it at that point, mid next year, I feel like, and that's like a long time. But I understand the quality, you need that. I mean, you'd rather wait for that quality, but damn near the next Batman's gonna be out, and he's gonna have something new to his suit, and I mean, I know the next Batman's going to be a long time, but still.
Like, could we see this like figure releasing around March to, I guess like for the 2-year anniversary for the movie, or no?
Well, they have the Chinese New Year where nobody does anything for like 2 weeks or something like that, and and that's going to take a lot of time, and then.
I mean, we just got done with the strike too, where they had nothing but time. I feel like, right, because nothing was getting announced. Not a lot of new projects and movies were coming out necessarily.
I don't know. Chinese New Year is in February, right?
It's in February, and then it goes into March, or like they start getting things back up in March. Yeah,
it starts like mid-February and ends like March 1st, roughly, right? It's the second half of February. Now, we don't know the ins and outs of this production. It could be one small matter that they're waiting on, they just don't have a timeline for, and they're just updating anybody, right? We don't know. Maybe my opinion would be different if I had one of these on pre-order, or this was like the only figure I had left and I'm waiting on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I would be a bit bummed. I don't know. I kind of go back to, once again, this is kind of part of the hobby.
Yep.
This happened with everything. This happened. If you build a house, this happens, and that's just one singular house. A lot of that contracted work you're having to wait on.
It's funny because we'll complain, like, well, at least some people will. But when you get that figure in hand, all the complaints go away. Like, it's funny.
As long as they nailed it.
Yeah, as long as they nailed it. Yeah, it's funny.
If you open the figure, like Austin and I, who are just boxes of figures that we haven't opened.
Look, we're also people. We have figures coming in every week, Carlos.
I know.
I know.
It's like, damn, bro, I've been waiting for this figure. Boom, to the side. Next.
Yeah, I know, it's funny. I remember when I was talking to you guys and I had Cad Bane coming in. I was like, dude, first night I'm opening up Cad Bane. No, so that hasn't happened.
I know. I remember you saying you were gonna open it too.
You guys also remember how long Loki took to come out? The 2012, Endgame Loki.
Yeah.
And then not a lot of people were a fan of that hair, and we were wondering why it took so long.
That had a big uproar though too because of that.
Yeah.
Also, the Loki one, everyone, I mean, for months and months, that was a topic that just kept coming up. When is this coming out? When is this coming out? Once again, this is pretty vague from InArt. It doesn't give us any precise details, but it's communication.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. That's always a good thing.
This could be something they just figured out last night that they don't have exact details on yet, and they're just giving us what they can, and they're probably gonna update us soon. Yeah. Granted, I'm not team InArt. I'm not team anybody.
Yeah,
I'm all for all these companies. I don't have any of these figures pre-ordered, so it's not like I'm some big InArt fan, but I understand this.
Me too. Some guy said, I have patience so I can wait. TK Magic Shop. I've waited years for things, literally, especially when sending things out to be graded. Yeah, that takes a while.
Yeah.
Good thing I have like a grading shop, Beckett down the street, so that's the only good part. MB Dyson is saying Hot Toys never takes advantage of movies with delays in release whenever, even when they are shot already, to put out figures faster. They got an extra 6 months for Spider-Verse 2, but never they never put that out. They never put that 2.0 out. If you're talking about the game, you're talking about the game, right? Yeah, right? Or are you talking about the movie?
Spider-Verse movie.
Okay. I thought he was talking about the because they didn't do the 2.0 advanced suit from the game on time with the game as well. Yeah, they never did that. I have Aragorn on pre-order, and delay sucks, but patience is key in this hobby. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah, don't ever let any of these delays or anything else make you bitter about the hobby or anything else.
It happens. Once you get that figure in hand, it'll all go away.
A few deep breaths. We all know it does suck, where it's not ideal, but in the end, this is a toy we're waiting on.
Beskar Kid saying the Clone Wars Anakin got delayed every stream for months. Asked where's Ahsoka? She finally released 5 months later, and streams talked about. I think someone commented one way and talked about the release and quickly moved on. Yeah, I feel like that release doesn't get talked about really much anymore. It doesn't.
And it had its share of problems, whatever you want to call it, too.
Mm-hmm.
Elbows,
happens, man.
Yep. Yomo saying I just pre-ordered Aragorn, Gandalf, and Superman last month, so I'm a little happy that there will be a little bit more of a wait before I have to pay. Yeah, that's true. You have that little bit extra time.
That always makes me a little happy too.
Yeah, I know. It gets crazy with payments too, though. Sheesh, I can't keep up with them at some point. I think Obi-Wan and the Vader are delayed too. Yeah, I think they got delayed a few times already. But that's it for that. If you guys don't have anything else to say, I will go to the next thing. The last thing, if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Everybody ready? Okay. And you guys in the chat can give your thoughts on this as well. Let me see if I can get here. There we go. Last thing for you guys, I would love to hear from comments and you guys as well. What is the one thing you are thankful for from the 1/6 communities? Anybody there? Yes.
Pointing at everybody behind the camera to get this.
Everybody in the chats, everybody in the camera.
That's what I'm thankful for, the community.
Yeah. Thankful for my brothers, man. I'll say
exactly.
this, man. I grew up on this whole action figure collecting community whole thing, right? I've said this many times before in streams, where I grew up on Shartimus Prime and Sean Long and just the ACBA community and just, I guess, action figure collecting, right? And to be a part of one, not only that's a part of 5,000 subscribers, once again, congratulations, but it's a surreal thing, because it's like, as a kid, I was like, man, I wish I had a bunch of buddies that also like collecting toys, right? Yeah. And the fact that we are all around different parts of the world and different parts of the country, it's a special thing, but also something that I'm never going to forget. So I'm thankful for my bros and thankful for all of you guys in the chat coming in every single week.
Yes.
This is my favorite time of the week. This is where I unwind and just enjoy life. So I'm thankful for all of y'all. So appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. I would collect maybe not as much without the community or the hobby. I would still collect though, just because I love movies so much and I love being surrounded by all the representation of the movies that I love, that I grew up with. But it's you guys, man. Like, we just got to spend an amazing weekend together. Just a couple months back, I got to spend a lot of time with a lot of different people that I've met online, and every day I get to talk to people about toys, action collectibles.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Keep it fun. It enhances the hobby for me.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice to know there's somebody out there, even if you're like new to the hobby. There's groups you can go into and ask, and yeah, of course there's drama everywhere you go, but there are people and like really good people that I've met that can like talk you through something, show you, recommend sites. Like, it's just amazing how much when we're all on the same page and we can all come together. It's a really beautiful thing.
It is. Yeah. It really is.
Even yeah, there's gonna be drama in absolutely all aspects of life, right? And that's just people. That's conflicts of opinions, of interests.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the beauty about social media is you can cultivate it how you want.
Yeah.
You know, you can stray away from all that negativity, steer towards those people or those channels or those pages or the communities that aligns more to your personality or your integrity.
Okay.
And even if your opinions don't align, man, it's still good to see, like, you know, I started Good Old Spotchka now like 6 months ago, right? And it's still good to see that like some of the same Instagram names and some of the same YouTube names are still popping up and still supporting, right? Because it's like, damn, y'all are still collecting, because there's a lot of collectors out there that are like, we've all been through this. You get a figure or you get figures and then you sell them off in the next few months because maybe you bit off more than you could chew, or maybe the hobby is not for you and you just kind of fade away a little bit. So it's good to see that all of you guys are still here and still growing with us, and it all feels like a journey because, you know, right now it's a Thanksgiving special on Copper Drop, right? But a year from now, all of our collections are going to look significantly different than what it looks like right now, and that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's something to be admired, and you know, once again, it's cool as fuck that all of us get to at least do this once a week, man. I'm appreciative of y'all. This is awesome.
It's also awesome how quick you can just strike up a conversation with somebody over a figure you guys may share together, like somebody even coming into your collection room. It just takes all of that you deal with on the outside world and just washes away.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thankful for too, is the Facebook groups are really good when you're in those and you can post whatever you want and you just see your work being appreciated. And I really do like that, because if you show, you know, like a regular friend, they're gonna be like, oh cool, for a second, and then that's it, like they don't remember it again. But you can always see that, you know, picture, or you know, you always like it. You always know, hey, you did that. I just love that. I'm really thankful that we have people like that, and we're not just, you know, before this community, just by yourself basically and just doing it.
Yeah.
You know, which is cool. But like Austin said, it enhances it. And like what Austin said too, is that you're going to get drama everywhere, and anything like there's so many communities out there for everything. Like I literally bought my truck and posted a picture of my truck, and there's a community for the certain trim of my truck. And I was like, bro,
even houses too.
Yeah. Like I'm like, bro, like what the heck? What is this? They got like the regular like Ford F-150, then you got the trimmer one, then you got the Raptor. Like you have to have that certain truck. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like
people got their hobbies, man. They are passionate about this shit, bro.
Yeah. So and I know that there's probably drama in those communities. It's crazy.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna add, like, I agree with everything that y'all said about you know, thankful for the community, you know, everything that y'all talked about. But one thing that I also am very grateful for are, you know, everybody included in this panel is the people who are out there creating content. I'm very, very thankful for those people, because they're also very inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, they make me want to do more. They make me want to do more creative stuff. And that's also a very fun part of the hobby, right? It's what you do with your collection. And so I'm very thankful for everybody out there who is always grinding or creating some content, because that's inspiring to see as well. And it keeps you going. Like, you know, it's like, oh man, you know what? I saw this. Like, it would be cool to do that with my figures or something like that. And also that's one of the biggest parts about it. So, you know, shout out to everybody who's out there creating content, you know, because it's inspiring to see people do it, and so it keeps people motivated. And it's nice, like you said, when you get some recognition for doing some of that yourself. You know, so it's really awesome. It's a great feeling to share that with people with like-minded interests and stuff like that. So that's just one thing that I wanted to add, because you know, and you know, when you have inspiring people around you, it's, you know, it's motivation.
It's motivating.
Motivation, you know, motivation.
Let's see what other people were saying about what they are thankful for. So we had
Howard
some
Chan.
guy.
No, I'm just kidding.
We had some guy in here saying thankful for channels like CJ. Thank you so much, some guy. We're thankful for people like you that keep up with being a mod and things like that. That's big time thanks, man.
Yeah.
Y'all rock, man. Y'all really do.
Wouldn't be here without any of them.
I know.
Literally.
I know. It's crazy. How they get the link so fast. I try to do it for Evil Sneaker, and it's you got to be fast. You do got to be fast. I did see action in the or someone said something about action in the box. I believe it was TK Magic Shop. He said something about action in the box. Action in the Box is a really good guy. So if you guys want to check out his channel, I forgot to mention that earlier. But Beskar Kid is thankful for Austin's butt rubs.
I got you, buddy.
I see that. Yeah. Okay. He also said, and his abs. Okay. I think everybody's thankful for that. Same, Danny. Let's see.
Yeah, forget the collection.
We just want the collector or what? Honestly, this hobby is probably one thing that me and Carlos have had keep us connected. That is really cool. I love that. I like that. That's really cool. TK Magic Shop saying thankful for these channels, especially 1/6 scale community. It's really a community that welcomes you. I like that. And all of you guys, thank you. Danny saying, Daniel is saying, all the people that on the chat and panel make the hobby much more fun. Yes, it does. It really makes it amazing. Reversio's thankful for Brocon Toys and the Chiefs. Okay, I can get on with that. He said, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I second it.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah. I think he did a typo again. I don't know. His fingers are slipping today.
Gabriel saying thankful for the dope people in this dope hobby. This collecting hobby is universal. It's an escape and a reality to look forward to with the new and old friends. I love that. That is awesome. Just wanted to say, last episode of Loki season 2, straight up amazing. I need to watch it. I need to watch
finish it.
Dude, talk about the best MCU soundtrack that they've done to date, man. I have listened to the season 2 finale. For those who have seen it, the ending soundtrack, dude, I've listened to that shit at least 7 times this week. It is.
Send me the link.
Natalie Holt popped the hell off with that soundtrack, man. For anybody who has not seen it yet, please do yourself a favor. Please watch Loki season 2. It is so damn good. So damn good. Yeah. Best Disney Plus series that has come out so far.
Okay. I'm a Beskar Kid again saying I'm thankful for T-Dubs for always shipping out my products in a timely manner. I think a lot of us are thankful for
grateful.
That. Yeah. Oh, yeah, grateful. Yeah, Beskar Kid, I should send you the contract. They tried to. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought my bad.
Good?
Oh shoot.
Just staring the business.
I don't think Bob. I know, my bad.
Hey, I put it out there.
Yeah, you did.
Put it out there. All good.
I didn't know what I was reading. Boba probably appreciates Beskar Kid's thankfulness to T-Dubs, because I know Beskar Kid had some trouble with them. I'm thankful for the people in the of the community, top notch, all of you, most of you, the good majority of you. Okay, thank you, Boba. Oh, we got this guy in here, the Wolf Pack member himself, Evil Sneaker. Evening, y'all. Sorry, dropped in late. Had to get some sleep before heading to the airport late night to pick up some relatives. Okay, safe travels to pick them up.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Austin, okay. I'm scared to read y'all's comments now. I don't know what y'all are saying.
They're getting it on in there.
I know.
Yeah, it's getting.
They're always getting it on there. Oh, I see something.
That's my boo.
We got Collection Obsession. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. That really does. I really appreciate that so much. He says, great show and congrats on 5K. Thank you so much. I feel like I've said thank you a lot, but I mean, I appreciate it so much too. It really means
nothing wrong with oversharing a thank you.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
I will catch the replay. Okay, yes sir. Evil Sneaker. Yeah, he's saying everybody. Let's see. watched the unboxing video on the replay, and I remember being at work laughing so hard when I saw how big the box was. Always a good time, bro. I was like all behind that box. Yomo saying, I'm thankful for Copper Drop and other streams like 6 Scale Raw. I love 6 Scale Raw. Collecting Weekly. That's Aries' show. That's 6 Scale Cantina show.
That's a good show.
Collecting Weekly, awesome. Say What, of course, with Leia. Wolfpack with Graham. Hot Toys Hotline, yes, with Connor, and of course Chris. And then we have Best of the Best with my boy Brother Cousins, yes. And then Zio Lounge. LWO is a good one. If you guys haven't seen LWO, that one's a crazy one. If you guys want like out there stuff, that's gonna be freaking LWO every Friday night. I love that one. Let's see. Nick saying, I'm thankful for the awesome dudes I've met here and also my wrestling show. LOL. It's a fun time for me.
We're thankful for that too.
Yes, that one's so fun to watch. I got a good kick out of it.
Tune into that. I think I've heard about it. But...
yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of fun, man. It's so much fun.
Nick, Chris is a big wrestling fan. You should add him on there if he wants to be. Do you know what it is, Chris?
If it's what I'm thinking of, is it like where you take the guys who do YouTube or whatever, like tournament thing, or you can kind of see. Yeah, I keep wanting to check it out, but I keep forgetting.
It's funny. It's pretty funny. Renza saying, thankful for the community who appreciates the artistry and giving criticism on figures respectfully. Love people who appreciate art in general. Yes, you are the art guy here, and we always appreciate your stuff because you're always dropping bangers, man. Thankful for the community who appreciate... Oh, wait, I'm saying it again. I'm listening to that ending soundtrack loop. Oh, my gosh, it must be really good. That Loki soundtrack must be that good. I'll probably have to give it a listen to. And then we do have the movie canon. Hey guys, just got out of the theater. Happy Thanksgiving. What'd you see, sir? Let us know. Thankful for, I don't know, it's probably coming here in a second. Bishop should talk. Let's see. Beskar Kid, next LWO is free feet pics night. Stop on by. Bro, that LWO is freaking good. I like it. It's all about the fun in this hobby and being able to share it with the community. Yes, sir. And we got Evil Sinker saying OSW. Yes. So guys, that's at the end. I know that was a little long, but I wanted to make sure everybody got what they were thankful for said and read out. I know I'm not the best reader, but I try. So anyways, guys, we're going to just go down the panel and see what y'all got coming up on the channel. I will start off with Mr. Zio first. What do you have coming up on the channel, good sir?
So on the Instagram page, I'm going to have a reel going up soon. Yeah. Saturday, I'm going to be doing another Zio question of the week. Okay. And then next week, I will be doing another episode of Zio Lounge. Hopefully, I'm supposed to have Action in the Box come on, and we're going to do some creative stuff on. So I don't want to talk too much details about it because we're going to meet tomorrow to talk about it. But I'm excited to have him on there, and he's going to get a new figure, and he's going to be doing something nice with it. So I'm excited for that. So hopefully y'all can stop by and see that. I don't know what day it is yet because I'm waiting on him to get his figure in. Yeah. So once I get that out, I'll put that on my Instagram or on the YouTube page. So looking forward to that.
All right. Danny, what you got coming up?
Other than Copper Drop, man, chilling, man. Chilling. At the moment, I'm waiting for NR to drop their Batman figure. I want to show this off real quick. Let me be right back real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. I picked this up from Collecting Weekly. Sent me and Austin Nicholas both one of these, I believe. Really? And it is this 3D printed Michael Myers 1/6 scale from Halloween Ends 1/6 scale.
Oh, y'all got it?
Printed. And I really want to paint this. And I told Austin if I am successful with painting mine, I'll paint his.
Yeah, but Rachel's gonna do the pumpkin.
See, bro, I'm interested to see how it comes out. Dude, it's sick as hell.
Shout out Collecting Weekly.
And shout out to Collecting Weekly.
That's the only thing I'm missing is 1/6 scale pumpkin.
So I'm going to get my Sideshow Myers back and do a video on it and show off my artistry in that, because I know that's been highly requested from behind the scenes to show off some art styles in my channel. So we're going to try to make this Michael Myers first.
Zach's Wonderland.
Zach's Wonderland, by the way. If y'all want to pick up your own version, man, this is insane. The detail in this, for it. Better than Trick or Treat Studios, man.
I like how you can paint it how you want it to.
Right. I love that he did that because I was talking to him behind the scenes at OxCon, telling him like, "Hey, man, I'm really wanting to customize my own." And yeah, dude, thank you again, bro. This is amazing. I cannot wait to do this.
Yeah. So now we got the last two guys.
That man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
We got these guys left right here. We'll go Austin first. Austin, what you got coming up, man? We've been waiting for those vlogs for a few weeks now.
Yeah,
I always put you on the spot.
I've been slacking on YouTube. There's a few ideas in mind.
Yeah.
I do post pretty regularly on Instagram. One of the things, once again, just like Danny said, Zach collecting weekly. Zach's Wonderland. He sent us these.
Mm-hmm.
So
right there. Yes,
big thank you to him. That was very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
As always, I have a few figures coming in. I think the next one's the DeLorean. I think it's Monday. I get that in. I think over the weekend, maybe Monday, had a company sent me a Lego set to check out. And if it's something I like, I will post about it. If it's something I do not, I very much will not post about it.
Okay. You're in the big leagues.
No, and then just unboxing, for Instagram and whatnot. I do need to make a new video for YouTube, but we will see about that.
Okay. My light just went out. So, Chris, what you got coming up on the channel? I know you got some things coming. Come on.
Yeah. Well, every Thursday before a little bit before BC and before you do Connor stream Hot Toys Hotline. So Thursdays, if you want to see me on there, I'm on there.
Yeah, I was telling them that I always, whenever I'm setting this up, that I start watching y'all first, and then I transfer over to BC whenever he starts. So I love.
I do the same as soon as we're done. I kind of go into there and then into yours.
It's fun
until I pass out, basically.
Yeah. But I want to hear some more. You got anything else?
Right now, recently, the most recent content I have C3PO up there, Electro, and then what I did was for my most recent was I put this vinyl decal on Venom, and it's like the spider logo for what looks like makes them look animated or video game, whatever you want to say, or comic. And I got a bunch of them here. There's this guy in the Facebook groups. I don't know if you know him. Elvis B. I don't want to butcher his name. Benitez or something like that. He does these, and I got some extras from him. But in my video, I'm doing a giveaway for them. So you go to the video, watch the video. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, comment on the video, and I announce the winner on the 2nd. Or it'll end the 2nd. I don't know schedule-wise.
Yeah, I got your channel down there in description. So if you guys want to do that, go ahead over there, subscribe, do all that, watch that video. That video is really cool. I thought people were painting those on, but they're actually just decals.
Some people are painting them. There is a way to paint it. There's a tutorial for that up there as well. I think it's only one video a guy did.
That's more hard though, probably. That one's.
This one's also removable. And I did it twice. Just take your time with it. And
hopefully
then
no one cuts the body and blames you for it. I hope
that. Well, thankfully, there's no cutting required. There is heat, and I did advise.
Melt their figure.
Yeah, I did advise. I was like, it has been known to have peeling issues, and it has a coat on there, so it's up to you. But mine hasn't had peeling issues. It went through the heat, and as long as you're moving it, I said it all in my video. So if you check it out, you'll see. And then as far as future, the only thing I have coming is whenever he decides to ship the Grand Inquisitor. That'll probably be next unless something else happens. But
that's a good one.
Also, one more thing. Myself, Chris, Collecting Madness, and then Connor, Hot Toys Hotline. Or at least me and Connor talked about it.
He told me you guys talked about it.
A horror live stream.
Ooh.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll have that. Connor will be on vacation, or he's starting it tomorrow.
Technically, I mean, he's already in vacation mode, but it's next week. He'll be
Next
gone.
week, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So it'll be like the following week or the week after. You know, once Connor kind of gets out of vacation mode, gets his priorities back in line. You know, it's always tough coming back from vacation. So
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So what do I have coming up? I'll be on Tuesday. I will be on Collecting Weekly on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I will be with the Wolfpack. So I got 2 streams, but next week, guys, there will be no Copper Drop just because it's on Thanksgiving. I want y'all to enjoy your Thanksgiving and everything. So that's why we did it today, kind of. Just saying what we're thankful for and everything like that. And I just dropped that. If you guys want to make the eyes white on your TASM 2 Spider-Man, I have the tutorial that I made. Make sure you are very careful if you do it. Make sure you don't cut into the figure or anything like that. What else? Who's That Hot Toy? Always Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I keep forgetting to do the Sophia picture. Have you seen those two? The Who's That Hot Toy?
That's actually my favorite thing that you do.
For real?
Those
a lot of people love those. I'm just like, bro, I gotta keep going with it. What else? I do a lot of shit, guys. Y'all just see it on here, I guess. But anyways, I thank y'all so much. Let's just see one last time in the chat, and then we'll get out of here. Zach's a goat. Yeah, he is. He makes those badass things. Boba. Some guy is putting the chat links out there. Make sure y'all hit all these.
MVP.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
there you go. And then CJ89, oops, wrong hashtag 5K joke. Thank you so much. I know Best Car Kid said something too. He said, congrats. Good stuff, guys. Congrats on 5K. Have a good night, everyone. Austin, you complete me. That is so nice. Oh, man.
Sweet.
So sweet. Hit that like prior to exiting the stream. Yes, please. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. And last but not least, Rins. Saying, Joey, you getting U2's Patrick, not Patrick, but the little roach. I will agree, maybe too. So, we were talking about this earlier. But anyways, guys.
SpongeBob?
The SpongeBob ones, yes.
Hell yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Bro, they're the SpongeBob ones. They're funny as hell.
Steve said
They
he's
are pretty
thankful
cool.
for 87 gasoline.
Oh, my God.
hey yo, inside joke.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, Copper Drop, everybody.
Thanksgiving.
Subscribe to everybody down here. And it has been Collector Joey and friends. I will see y'all later.
Till next time.
Next time.
Check your damn spots, go.